This week's YKWD, we got Ryan Long, first time on the show, and Chris Vega, first time on the show. Apparently not the first time I met him, which was a little uncomfortable up top. And we talk about all kinds of stuff, including, are you a dipper? Do you like dipping stuff? And if you do, you're not a man. So watch the episode. Let me know if you're a dipper and enjoy. Subscribe, comment, and like. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Hey, man, listen, life doesn't come with a user's manual. So when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. Navigating any of life's challenges can suck, all right? You feel unsure. You don't know what to do. You can't make a decision. Well, career changes, new relationships, being a parent, being a boyfriend, a husband, a mother, a girlfriend. It can be overwhelming. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professional licensed and vetted therapists, available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting room, no traffic, no finding a spot, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/dude. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dude. Yeah, baby. We're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast.
YKWD's back again.
Old school, back in the day, where it all started, before them all.
YKWD.
This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules.
Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
Sorry, it's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. Yo, what's up, dude and dudettes? It's Robert Kelly back with YKWD in the Laugh Button Comedy Cellar Studios above the world-famous best club in New York City, Comedy Club. We got a great show for you today. I want to thank all the Patreon members for being a member of my Patreon. You motherfuckers, do I love you. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the comments. Tell us what you think of the show. I don't care if you hate it. Just get in there and comment the shit out of it. And what else I want you to do? I want you to go to my website. Come check out my live dates. Boston, I got fucking San Diego. I think I'm going to Buffalo. I'm going to Toronto. I'm going all over the place. So make sure you check out those dates. And with that, let's go into the show. We got a good one today. Two people I've never had on the show, ever, which I get excited about because, this could go fucking great or it could just stink. I love that. We got, of course, Ryan Long, who I've wanted on the show for a while, been trying to hook up for a minute, who's kind of eluded me. I don't know how you eluded me. And then we got Chris from Brooklyn. Chris,
No, it's Fega.
Fega. Sorry, Fega.
Yeah, Fega.
Fega.
Yeah.
It's a weird last name. I feel like I'm insulting you.
It means enthusiastic eater.
Well, that should be my last name. I'm a double. So what's up, guys? How you doing?
I think I've alluded because I've just been, since we knew each other,
Yeah.
I've been kind of on the road for the last 4 months nonstop.
No, I don't mean alluded since we've started talking about you being on the show. I'm talking about, I don't know how.
I've alluded you at the cellar as well. I haven't seen you there.
Yeah, I don't, I know, like I've seen you places,
Yeah.
right? And you've never been on the show. Like you snuck into New York from somewhere and all of a sudden you're everywhere. And I don't, you know what I mean? I don't know where the fuck.
But I guess, do you do early spots when you're at the cellar?
Well, I know. I mean, yes, I guess. Like this Friday, I haven't been at the cellar. This Friday was the first time I was at the cellar in years, like over a year.
Oh,
It was
really?
the first time I did. Yeah, because I'm always on the road.
Yeah.
I'm always on
And
the.
then you come back for 2 days and you're like, I'm not going to cram in a
Well,
bunch of
I
spots
do
on Monday,
Tuesdays.
Tuesday.
I do
Yeah.
my hour on Tuesday at the cellar, and I don't run around and do spots. You know, I haven't done that in so many years.
Do you completely not write that way anymore? Like, do you 100% write and then do it on the road?
Well, yeah, I do it on the road, but I also do it on Tuesdays
Yeah.
because I go over there and I have an hour, so I just try new shit over there. But the way I used to write was back. I do Friday and Saturdays here and do 5 shows. Friday, 5 shows Saturday, and by the end of the weekend, whatever bit I was working on was done or fucking was good or I'm not doing it.
I feel like I have kind of like a farm system where it's like, I'll do like Brooklyn first, then a place like the Stand, and then at the end of the night's the cellar.
Right.
And then hopefully by your first trying stuff you've never done, and then by the time you're at the cellar, you're like, okay, let's see if it actually works with like a full packed audience that where everyone's trying to kill as hard as they can.
Yeah, well, I like the cellar because all 4 clubs are different vibes.
Yes.
Like the cellar, the Village Underground, the Pussycat, and the bar. It's
be-
different crowds.
Could be your full farm system is just there with one
It's
night.
right there. Where it's like the bar is just young idiots. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
all NYU fucking.
No,
And it-
sometimes I like it when you just get a spot at, like the one beside the bar. What's that called? The lounge, right?
The Pussycat.
Yeah, you go to
Love
the
the
lounge
Pussycat.
and it's like not that full.
Yeah.
It's almost like sometimes I like that better than when you like have a spot at the Village Underground, everyone's killing and it's packed, and you're like, nah, I gotta kill now.
Ah, it's the fucking worst. The lounge is my favorite because it's just this little fucked up lounge. It's usually people from around the world, and
Yeah.
a couple fans will show up that will know who you are, like 1 or 2, which
Yeah,
is
for
all
sure.
I need. I just need a couple shitty faces smiling.
Yeah,
That
two
la-
people where they go, they know I'm going somewhere with
Yeah,
them.
they get like that joke. You know what I mean? They just bow in their heads like, "You idiot." But the cellar, there's no other place on earth that I fucking kill better than the cellar. The original room.
That's
is-
what I remember even before, like always just hearing about everyone about you is like just how hard you
Are you
kill.
from Canada?
Yeah, Toronto.
All right,
You're going there, right?
I just got it. Did you get it?
I know he's from Canada.
About? I never knew that. About. That's why
I'm,
you.
I'm
snuck
trying
in.
to, you know what? I have a few on stage that I have made disappear. Like, sorry. I like have a few times where I like specifically found the sorries and I say sorry now.
Yeah, because you have such an LA. You have an LA vibe. You don't have a Canadian vibe.
Sure.
You have like, dude, I just came from LA. I'm taking over New York now.
Toronto's got a bit of a, like the way that people dress is a little like LA and Toronto, but the
Gay.
attitude's
It's
a little
all
more
very
New
gay.
York. yeah, everyone's, but like, no, Toronto does have that, like a million stores where they sell one T-shirt and a pair of sneakers.
Oh yeah, like a long, already distressed T-shirt, like a girl has been wearing it around her knees on a couch.
Toronto's got so many stores.
That's
like
what I had to
that.
do to my shirts when I fucking was fat as fuck.
Me too. I used to do that all the time, just so like the belly wouldn't show. I used to put them around my knees so they would get a little stretched out.
Put them around my knees, or I'd wet it a little bit and then wrap it around a chair and pull.
Really? I
pull
didn't
it
know
from
that
the
trick.
chair.
I wish
I do that.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It makes me so happy to just put a shirt on finally.
You don't go to those stores where it's just it looks like one guy's wardrobe and everything's $900.
No, I've never ever been interested in that, but I think it's because of my size. If I was thin,
How much you lose?
Yeah.
I lost 100.
That's nice.
I still got a lot to go, dude. I probably still got 30 or 40 left.
Do you
But-
like it now? Like, do you like going to the gym now and stuff like that?
No, I fucking was at the gym last night and I wanted to fucking, I literally just hang myself.
I actually always wanted to ask you this. You never,
He likes it, right?
huh?
You must like.
I love going to the gym now.
I know, you can
I
tell-
used
you
to
look great. You used to be fat?
Yeah, I was pretty fat.
How fat?
I stopped weighing myself at like 295.
295.
And I'm pretty sure I got a little fatter.
They did a gag last night on Skanks, a new game show called "Is It Heavier Than Bobby?" Because I was 350 at my heaviest.
Okay.
So they started out with a baby elephant, and you had to guess if it was heavier than me, and I was heavier than a baby elephant. The only thing that was heavier than me was the first plane from the Wright brothers.
Which I would have thought would have been lighter than that. It looks like it's made out of toothpicks and fucking.
It looks like it'd be lighter, but no. But a French double door stainless steel Samsung fridge, I was heavier than that. It's fucking nuts. What a great. It was
But empty without the shelves in.
I don't know, but it's still. I mean, I've tried to pick up a fridge. It's heavy.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, but you were 290.
That's when I stopped weighing myself, and I'm pretty sure I probably got a little heavier. And then but I always wanted to ask you this because I know because I ballooned up and down a few times. But you were married when you got your fattest, like that was because you were like a good looking dude when you were younger, right?
Yeah.
And then you got fat after you were married.
No, I got married when I was. I asked her to marry me when I was good looking in a skinny,
Okay, so then but did you?
and then I ballooned up when we got married.
had you had fats before that?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
But
how satisfying is this? And for me, this is one of the most satisfying things ever. A girl who you were trying to fuck, who'd be like, you're like a brother to me when you were fat, and then you lost it, and then you just immediately fuck. How that's the most satisfying fuck I feel.
well, here's the
Fat
thing.
again.
Like you get in friend zoned, and then you don't see her for a couple months, and now you're in a thin.
Yeah, but my timing's off, son. How old are you?
39.
Okay, I'm 52.
Okay.
My wife's 50. So my timing's off on this last final fat, I'm calling it,
Okay.
because she's premenopause. So she wants nothing to do with me. Do you understand? So here's the thing. If I was single, we were talking about this before, because you said that you're basically married.
Okay. Yeah.
But being married and having a girlfriend for a long time, because I was with my girl for 8 years. But being married is a whole different game. And having a kid, because you're just locked in, dude. Like there's no, I don't get to enjoy, like I'm going to lose more weight.
You have to do it essentially like a girl that you're doing it for you.
I'm doing it for me. Exactly.
It's something that I want.
Yeah, dude, I'm fucked. I'm doing this to better myself.
Yeah,
You know, so I can make Instagram story memes.
You look in the,
Self-care.
you look in the mirror.
It stinks.
Yo,
I mean, my wife could give a fuck. She's
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
She's happy that I'm not going to die, so I can still be an earner.
Are you giving her the updates too?
She likes that the paychecks are going to come in. I'll probably more frequently now because I can do more. Right?
Sure. And just strictly from having more energy.
Yeah, just like I'll probably get more parts on shit now that I'm.
Okay.
She's going to him. She's going to him. You don't really need the extra leg room on the planes anymore, do you?
Oh,
Yeah. You
I mean-
kicked her to comfort.
dude, fuck that. I can't even get first class. I can't. She won't let me do it.
First class is unnecessary. You just need the leg room.
To who? To people who make $2,500 a weekend. That's who it's unnecessary for. Listen, I understand what you're saying, but it's just being married. You have a girlfriend?
Yeah, I got you.
How long?
Kind of like maybe like in pandemic sort of thing.
So new.
Yeah, I guess newish. Yeah.
Yeah,
never
new.
real.
8 years.
Yeah.
But you own property together.
I gave her. I bought her rent because she was kind of giving me a little pressure.
Oh, there's
I
something
wasn't
there.
doing- I
Right,
wasn't
there's something
doing-
there.
Well, I bought the property.
There you go.
Yeah.
Spit it out.
Yeah, I bought the property.
Be a
Sure.
fucking man.
But it's in her. It's like in her hometown.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
that doesn't mean anything
Whatever.
legally.
No, she owns part of it.
How?
Well, I bought it with my corporation. Bought it. Like I had a corporation for it, and then I just gave her shares
Why?
because I didn't want to have a fucking wedding, Bob.
Buddy, why?
This is the weasel out.
This is the weasel out. Yes.
But
Luckily, she doesn't listen to this.
oh, she will. Someone will send her this. Some fan of mine will fucking find her and send it to her.
I'm deleting my Facebook.
Listen, here's the deal. I'm just saying. But you love her enough. You didn't give it to her. You loved her.
No, I'm not worried.
How much percentage? Half?
Yeah, a little under.
You gave her. Do you fucking watch any fucking movies or read anything about couples?
What are you gonna do?
I
Look,
tell
the
you what-
amount of money I
tell you
spent
what
in that
she's gonna do.
investment. I'll tell you the money I spent on that investment property is what I would have spent on a wedding, and I feel like I'm getting a check every month.
But you might still have to do the wedding at some point.
I told her absolutely not.
Really?
I'm
How'd
gonna
that
take.
go?
I'll take bets right now that you're getting married.
All right, what's the time frame?
How old are you?
39.
I'll give you 5 years.
All right, $2,000.
Well, settle down, you
I'll go
fucking
I'll go
guinea.
10 grand. I'll go
I don't
10
need
grand.
you fucking
Yeah,
goddamn,
that is confident.
goddamn
Getting
fucking
married.
guinea from Brooklyn. Just dude, I'll tell you, $2,000 right now.
Have you had that conversation a bunch where you're like, this ain't happening?
Huh? No, it's like she's not super into
Oh,
it.
that's what you're missing. She's not down.
Yeah. She's just like, you're gonna get fat again. Get out of here.
Yeah, Chris is like, no, I promise you don't get married.
Soon as you
I've
gotta
asked-
realize, like-
I've asked her 4 times and then I've already returned the rings.
I
after
can't wait till you're a fatso in an apartment by yourself, and she's go, "Where's my check?"
Oh God, it's gonna suck.
That's gonna suck, dude. Listen, you come live with me. I'm gonna give you my guest room.
Okay, cool.
I don't want you.
I'll stay
hanging
in the shed.
yourself. Dude. Could you imagine? Listen, here, let's play out the scenario.
Okay.
Let's just play out the worst case scenario,
Mhm.
right? You wind up fucking getting chubby again.
Mhm.
Something happens. You wind up getting fucking chubby again. You hurt your knee.
Okay.
You become a tub of shit again.
Yeah.
You're 290 again.
Very possible.
And she's like, fucking, I'm out.
Okay.
Because your chick likes this.
Yeah.
And she's probably hot.
She is hot.
And she's works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
looks good.
Italian?
Italian and Russian.
Woof.
She's used to him being able to protect her. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Right. So you're that guy. Now you become not that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, she's going to wind up meeting somebody who's that guy.
I mean, it's possible.
And then
Certainly
she's going to own half your shit.
A Brooklyn,
One,
yeah, like
one place.
Well, you have more than one place?
Yeah.
How many places you got?
2.
All right. So you're going to have to cut
Working
her.
on a 3rd.
You're going to have to cut her a check for that one place for the rest of your life.
Or I could sell it.
Could you sell it?
Yeah, I could sell it.
But she owns half. She
We have
has
an
to-
operating agreement. It's a business arrangement.
Jesus Christ. This is, wow, you thought this through.
that is a crazy thing to put on the table too.
Well, it was just a thing.
Did you give it to her like a ring? Where it
No,
was in the it was in the
It was a mini apartment
you
house.
get down.
Yeah, yeah,
you
it was
get
a
down
model.
Get down on one knee and then open that up.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Puerto Rican families out in front that are living in it.
Fair.
Where is it?
It's in Utica, New York.
Utica.
Don't you own a gym or something too?
I do own it.
You own a gym?
He's got all these
Jiu-jitsu,
businesses.
jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You own a gym?
Yeah, it's
Brooklyn
called the-
Hustler.
In Williamsburg.
What the fuck is that?
It's a jiu-jitsu gym.
You teach jiu-jitsu?
No, my buddy was a black belt. He passed away during the pandemic, but
Oh,
they have some
Jesus,
new
I'm
head
sorry.
I
instructors.
feel like these New York guys that all have known each other forever, they all have businesses and everyone's throwing 10 grand and all. Like, you know what I mean? Is that feel like how it works a little
Yeah,
bit?
I was the executive producer on Lewis's special.
Yeah, there you go, right? yeah.
You paid for that shit?
I made money on that.
How? No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Those serious checks are serious.
Oh, really?
Oh, because you own some of it.
What? No, they paid me back. Like I gave them, I invested
just got
in the
paid
special.
back.
Yeah, I got paid back plus, a little something.
A little something. Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
So you paid for Lewis's special.
Some of it, yeah.
So what, dude? How come I?
Does
don't
your
know-
girl own a part of that?
No, absolutely not. Lewis would not allow that.
What else does she own that you have?
No, that's it. I mean, I
Just
guess
half of that.
Well, if I die, she's the benefit. I have life insurance. She could kill me.
So
I always tell her I got the accidental death insurance, which I always feel like is the side bet on a blackjack table. They get you to put that $1 down.
Yeah.
It's an extra $3 a month, and it boosts me up $500,000 from $100,000. I always tell her, if you find me dead on the couch, just pull me into the middle of the room and drop a kettlebell on my head.
Right.
Just say it was a fucking accident.
right. Well, that's how it's gonna happen, anyways.
Yeah, she's gonna drop a kettlebell
Oh yeah,
on my fucking head
right
while
on
I'm
your
asleep.
fucking head.
Yeah.
Just like Goodfellas. You're gonna wake up. She's a fat 20-pound kettlebell over your head. That's crazy though, dude. I don't understand. My wife gets all my shit.
Mm-hmm.
She has everything. It's all hers, right?
Well, it's her and my brother for my shit.
Oh, that's you slipped your brother on?
Well, he's disabled.
Okay.
Oh shit. He really
There you
has
go.
fucking answer
All the
for everything,
answers.
doesn't he? Son of a bitch. I don't like how fucking collected you are. You got it all together. I don't like it.
I think you, for your thing, it's like your kids are getting it anyway. So if it goes to the wife,
I have
in the
one
meantime,
kid
right? Yeah.
That's getting everything.
Yeah. So if the wife gets it in the meantime, it's still temporary.
Yeah, but my wife gets it. She'll meet somebody fucking quick.
right. The other
She'll light a fire and have those guys show up
Some
and
s-
fucking hit on one of those
some
middle-aged guys.
stepdad in a motorcycle jacket's gonna be
100%.
suspended.
100%.
Yeah,
Him.
yeah.
If he showed up at my house, that's her type right there. I just
Yeah.
got to throw a dragon tattoo on that arm.
There's nothing worse than that. Yeah, you get kicked out of the house, you come over, the new stepdad sunbathing.
It's my biggest fear
Yeah,
is that we get, because we got into a huge fight Sunday.
Okay.
And it's always, I don't know if you ever got in a fight with your girl, but it's always, when you're married, it's always on the tip of your tongue. Where it's like, you want to you want to get divorced? You want to end this?
Really?
But you got to pull back from that. Because that's like telling your son, I'm going to take your iPad away for a month. And you're like, dude, I'm going to need a break in a couple hours.
Okay.
And I want him on that iPad. So it's like, you got to be careful with what you say. Because my wife will be like, goodbye.
Sure.
She has a fucking bag packed.
Yeah.
And she's just gone.
Trap door already.
Yeah, but it's not her bag. It's my bag. It's like, beat it. This house is mine.
She's a ready to go bag for you.
Yeah,
Just-
exactly. Yeah, that's a fear, man. But I don't care about
That
you.
works out poorly for a lot of people too. The dude doesn't get the greatest deal. Like if you get kicked out of your own house and then some new guy moves in, there's not very many worse scenarios I can imagine.
There's nothing unless you're into that. Unless you're into watching you fucking chick getting banged.
Yeah,
out.
that was the master plan.
Yeah.
And then you got the cameras rigged up to catch it.
Yeah, you already got the ring cam and the
Yeah.
all the cams in there. Yeah, they got the fucking clock cam in the
I would
bedroom.
be ashamed if another guy happened to.
Yeah, I'm petrified of that. Of my wife getting smashed by some
Some young buck.
not even young, just like me but better. Like some restaurateur.
Yeah.
That's like just sucks.
He knows fancy words.
He turned his love of food into a business.
Yeah. Yeah, he's smashing her and then like
Kids love him.
my kid, fuck, I just looking in the window and Max is reading a book with him. And he's not even stuttering on the words.
He's coming up to you. He's like, Max is so funny. You gotta hear.
Hey dude, this mattress, where did you fuck off. That's my pillow
Yeah,
top.
that's him to you. Hey, we had a good time with Max today. Like, yeah, where were the springs on that mattress? That's a nice piece of machinery right there.
Is that terry cloth?
Durable. Durable.
Fucking A. Now do you live in do you own your apartment?
No, I got to work on that. I really should have done that during the pandemic. I could have gotten a deal.
How did you buy a Ithaca and not buy a place in New York?
My place is rent stabilized, so I have a good deal on it.
Ugh, you're just a perfect fucking human.
Rent stabilized is the dream.
Yeah.
When'd you get it?
$500 a month? $600?
No, it's like $2,000. It's just a big apartment, and they can't raise the rent that.
How many bedrooms?
It's just one, but it's like 1,000 square feet. It's like
Wow.
very big.
It's not
It's a pre-war building.
In Brooklyn?
Yeah.
And that's where your family lives?
I mean, with the family I have left, yeah.
What, are they all gone?
Well, my parents and my that's another reason why it's like the wedding thing isn't that necessary to me or my chick. It's like my parents are gone, her dad's gone, but all of our
Your
grandparents
parents
are
are
gone.
dead?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad, dude.
I mean, I'm almost 40 years old. I mean, parents are gonna die.
Didn't you have an old dad too, right?
Yeah, my dad was 53 when I was born.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
That's crazy,
That's
right?
nuts, dude.
Yeah, and I'm the oldest of his. He threw a load into a crazy lady. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen.
That is wild. So how old was he for the youngest?
It was just 3 years. This was my brother.
56.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
I wonder why she's crazy. How many fucking kids that screamed out of her?
Well, I think all the women on that side of my family are a little.
Really? Do you still talk to your family?
Yeah, I talk to my mom's sister a lot, and like I talk to my mom's side of the family. I still talk to some of my father's side.
So you don't want kids either?
Not particularly.
Wow. So you're just going to be just that couple
That's
on vacation that...
Yeah, I'm not
just
going to do. I'm not doing Disney though. I refuse. That's part of the reason I don't want kids. I refuse to do Disney.
Why? What's wrong with Disney?
It's just too much.
The stepdad can take him to Disney.
Huh?
The stepdad takes
Oh,
him to
that's true.
Disney.
Yeah.
Once you guys clock out.
Yeah, you're not pay, I mean, she can use her money from the the apartments.
Yeah, to take me to Disney.
Yeah, why Ithaca, dude? That's
That's where she's just from, and honestly, it was before all the prices went up. It was like early in the pandemic, and I was like kind of looking at stuff, and I was like, just the numbers worked out. You know what I mean? Like it's like with the mortgage, it's a couple units, and it's like as long as you fill one, you're covering the mortgage.
Okay.
And then everything else is profit.
Are they all filled?
Yeah.
And it just that's
I have
it.
long-term tenants, yeah.
And you have to.
And I have a property manager up there that works well. And I actually talked to him about, because I was worried about with, all of the evictions and stuff because of the pandemic. I go, how many have you dealt with? He's like, he manages like 100 apartments. And he goes, I had 3 people default on their rent. I got the money out of 2 of them with the rent assistance program. There's only 1 person I ever actually had to fully evict.
Really?
So he's good at his job. People like him.
Where's your other property?
In Brooklyn.
You have a property in Brooklyn?
Yeah, but I own like a very small piece of that with like a bunch of other guys.
Wow. And you own a gym?
Yeah.
And where's your gym?
Williamsburg.
And that's your gym right there?
Yeah, that's it.
It's just a white room?
It's just it's just a jiu-jitsu gym. That's my friend who passed away.
Oh, well, how did he pass away?
He had a heart condition, and they didn't have hearts for him during COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks. So who runs the gym now?
We've got some new instructors. His wife kind of manages them. She's like a purple belt.
So you own a bunch of little businesses.
Yeah.
Do you own an ice cream shop?
I wish.
Really?
I used to own a sandwich shop back in the day. That's where I was I ran a
Is that
pop
where
up.
Joe got the idea? Is that what DeRosa?
I'll be honest. I think I made solid sandwiches, but he's killing it. I've had some of the Joey Rose's sandwiches. They're delicious.
They are delicious. You really like to trash the sandwiches, but they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of need like an Instagram channel talking about like business owning. Like, I own 7 businesses. This is how you hustle. This is how you do it.
Yeah.
Because it is a big part of your personality, I guess, that you kind of don't talk about.
But you're a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not even talking about that.
Hustle culture.
It really
I
is.
hate that.
But you are.
Sure, I just ended up there because my parents were old and shitty. I mean, you
Also,
just end up places.
I always say, like, I think that if you are starting stand up now, probably one of the best things you could do is figure out how to have a bit of money with it, so you don't have to worry about like when you see people worrying about like, oh, the $30 spots, like trying to coil that together.
I disagree. No, I think it kills you. I think having no B plan, to me, is the only way to go.
I think so too.
Having no B plan, fuck you. I lived in a shithole with cockroaches, and just all I wanted to do was get down to the clubs and work as late as I could to get food, do comedy, get some pussy, and then go home.
Don't
and
you
do it
think
all
that
over
like
again.
sometimes people will take like, for example, writing jobs on like bad things, like stuff that takes up their time for little bits of money. Whereas if you figured out like a hustle like that, you can kind of actually.
I'm not saying
focus on stand up.
I'm not saying I'm right. You know what I mean? I'm probably wrong with that, but I'm just saying for me, like it had to be just, I was in love with stand up. That's it. If I did anything else, I don't think I would have been, I don't think I would have made it.
Well, if you did it before, like if you were, if you're 19 and you start kind of figuring that stuff out, by the time you're 25, you have a little bit of income coming in, then a few people, you go, I'm only thinking about stand up. I'm not going to have a part-time job.
Yeah, I was like 32 when I really started doing a lot like stand up, and it's just like you can't not have money at 32 years old.
Yeah, it depends on your age too. 19 with the roommates is a little better deal.
Well, I was 20 something, late 20s. No, I had
but
no
also
money.
spot pay was the same back then, and everything was a quarter of the price in New York City. No.
Well, what do you mean? $50 a spot, right?
Yeah. So it's like you're still getting that. But it's like rents are 10 times as expensive.
No, my rent was. You're right. My rent was $325.
That's huge,
and that's not that's not in the projects.
Well, no, it was a block away from the project. Okay. It was on 97th between 3rd and Lake.
Okay, all right.
I mean, we were right.
How many people in the house?
There was 3.
Yeah, 3
in a 1-bedroom.
1,000 for a 1-bedroom. I had
So-
one of those in Canada, and I remember the ceilings like went down, so there was areas that if you walked in, if you weren't paying attention, then all of a sudden it just turns into like a little mouse's house.
Yeah, Bert Kreischer lived across the street right here from the cellar.
Oh,
he had a bunk bed right across the
great.
street. You could look, if you were in this apartment now, you could look into his apartment from here. Yeah. I mean, everybody had shit little paths.
I knew a dude who lived on a shelf for like 2 years. He's like a blue man in Vegas now.
Come on.
Yeah, he like
the
literally
Seinfeld episode.
It was like a big like loft shelf, but he was like, yeah, I just pay like $200 a month in rent. And he was like a bar back at the bar I worked at, and now he's a blue man in Vegas and he makes good money.
Yeah, Pete Corelli had his tub in the kitchen.
Yeah, I knew a bunch of all the Lower East Side apartments used to have that. Like if you got like a rent controlled spot in the Lower East Side for like $200 a month or some shit, you had to shower in the kitchen.
I remember there was a waitress at the cellar I used to hook up with, and you had to walk through her shower to get to her bedroom.
Jesus.
So you had to walk through the shower.
Those are the best.
And then you're in the room. So
that's some real hooker shit. Just like, hey, why don't you go rinse your balls off?
It was weird, man. It was definitely like fucking the red light district in Amsterdam. You walk through that door into a room.
She's like, all right, hop up on this table. I'm going to pull this hose out.
Yeah, it was, I guess you're right. The rents are crazy now to live here. But this show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Hey, man, listen, life doesn't come with a user's manual. So when it's not working for you, it's normal to feel stuck. Navigating any of life's challenges can suck, all right? You feel unsure. You don't know what to do. You can't make a decision. Well, career changes, new relationships, being a parent, being a boyfriend, a husband, a mother, a girlfriend. It can be overwhelming. Check this out. Therapists, they're the only ones you can go to sometimes. It's a neutral place where you can say whatever you want, talk about whatever you want, and it won't affect your life. I can't go to my wife with everything. I can't go to my friends with everything, but I can go to a therapist and release all the guilt, release all the confusion, and have somebody help me and guide me so I can live a more productive, peaceful life. So let me tell you something. I go to therapy all the time. I love it. It's a place where I can really let go of all the dark clouds that I carry around all the time, so I can let sun shine through and be happy. As the world's largest therapy service, BetterHelp has matched 3 million people with professional, licensed, and vetted therapists, available 100% online. Plus, it's affordable. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to match with a therapist. If things aren't clicking, you can easily switch to a new therapist anytime. It couldn't be simpler. No waiting room, no traffic, no finding a spot, no endless searching for the right therapist. Learn more and save 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/dude. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dude. Hey guys, I want to thank everybody who got my special 100,000,000% success. I mean, it's unbelievable how many of you got the special. I appreciate all the support and I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't got the special, go right now, get it. It's directed by Louis C.K. It's on his site, louisck.com or robertkellykillbox.com or robertkellylive.com. Push the button, get it. It's yours. And I'm overwhelmed with how many people have enjoyed it, sent me messages. And you, if you didn't get it, be one of those people. Get it now. Killbox.
New York specifically, but I guess you don't have to live here. But I knew, I remember Montreal. There was like 5 guys I knew that had a huge 1 bedroom. So it's a 1 main room in the thing. Yeah. And they set up all these tents, like essentially cloths and all this stuff to segregate the room like it's a studio. And then 5 of them lived in a 1 bedroom apartment. Well, but they all had a little room. There was like a hospital in the war.
There was a company in New York, late 90s, early aughts. I hate saying that. But I love it at the same time. I don't know why. Early. But there was a company that you would hire. I think it was $500. They'd come in and just make a studio into a 1 bedroom. They put up a faux wall,
the tiny one.
They'd come up and in a couple hours you'd have a wall,
and they put a bed there.
Yeah, you'd have a bed in that room. So a one bedroom becomes a 2 bedroom. A studio becomes a 1 bedroom, and it was great. And then you just have somebody come in and pay that other.
How many people were like a couple living in a studio apartment where at least they work that just lasted 3 months in the pandemic, living in a 1 bedroom in New York, both trying to work from home.
I mean, dude,
that's live hell on earth.
I was here when you had to use payphones and shit. They had roommate finder. So you had to call this company. You pay them money. You remember roommate finder?
I never had roommates.
They just find you a.
So they go, all right, dude, go here, go. They just give you a list of places to go. And I'd go in and meet you and be like, what's up, dude? Yeah, I got a room. This is it. Oh, cool. I'm blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. I like you. And you're in. And that's how you get an apartment in New York.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, it's $300 or whatever for the room. And then you just live.
I did that when I moved here. Actually.
You live with some dude or some chick or some old gay guy you don't know. Dane Cook lived with some gay guy when he first moved here.
I lived with some gay guy when I first moved here in Williamsburg.
Yeah.
And he was a theater guy.
Yeah.
And he would sing during the
God, that's terrible. That sounds so bad.
4 months. Yeah. I was get home and I'd be trying to work or go to sleep or whatever, and he'd be, whatever. He's practicing his song. Yeah, he's doing his show tunes. Dude, it was crazy.
Was it a 1 bed? You have your own room?
No, 2 bedroom.
A 2 bed. Yeah, Dane.
He had some deal that
Dane had it was a studio. So there was a couch. I guess Dane would hit the couch when he first. I don't know. It was a weird situation.
He'd sleep on the couch at this guy's place.
Yeah.
Dave Smith had a place on Avenue C very briefly. And it was like this weird. It was a beautiful apartment. Had a backyard, huge basement, and then it was like a couple of bedrooms upstairs. And this guy who was like running this apartment, Dave only lived there for a few months, and it was like, how the fuck do you have this place for so cheap? He's like, well, the people who like let me keep the place, they get to have a poker game here once a week. And like, I was like, what? He's like, so every Sunday, I kind of have to get out of here for a while because there's a poker. And I talked to Dave. I was like, how is that working out? He's like, it kind of sucks, dude. It was like right before he got with Lauren, so he was only there for a little while.
Right.
He's like, but it's just like there's just dudes that think this is still their apartment in my apartment.
Yeah, they leave all their beer
there's beer bottles all around, and then like the guy who was managing the apartment taking rent from him would clean it up when he got home. It was just like, what the fuck? What a weird deal.
Yeah, New York is a fucking weird place.
Yeah, that's the best deal ever though. Yeah. Do they have like where are the illegal poker games that aren't the high roller ones? Like, do they have like scummy like hood Brooklyn ones that you know about?
I used to go to one in Sunset Park. And when I say go to, I used to run a scummy poker game.
Come on. You also
Does
but
she
like
own-
for
does
like
she
a
own
little
half
while.
of that?
Huh?
Did she own half of that?
No,
too?
it's not there anymore.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like me and my buddy T used to fucking we had an office and we did other stuff out of it. We were doing like an eBay business kind of deal.
That's such a Better Call Saul style office.
Yeah. If you would, I actually had to, in between apartments, I had to crash there for a few weeks, and it was really just it was my buddy's my buddy was a manager of a Cutco office, and we took it over for this fucking horse shit because the owner was just like, yeah, you can have it. I don't give a shit. We'll just transfer.
And then how often do you do the game?
Twice a week. And then we were using it for other shit. We actually were like stocking stuff and like.
That's so funny that's what you did back then, but now you just be a podcast studio.
yeah.
It was just a bunch of mobsters and fucking. Dude, the thing about poker is this.
They'd be doing a master class as Sammy the Bull.
I mean, dude, how crazy is that everybody has a damn podcast now?
Yeah.
Legitimately, I was thinking about that in the last few months where you go, there is not a person that's not an influencer now. Like even
Obama and Bruce Springsteen did a podcast together and it flopped. Like
really?
Like nobody listened to it and they stopped doing
I
it.
remember that coming out.
Who wants to listen to those two?
Yeah, what are they talking about?
Listen, I know Obama, the president.
It's just two guys that really are super successful pretending to still be regular dudes.
Yeah, one mumbling, Jersey, shut up, nobody cares. And he hates America.
Back when I was in the hood.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Hawaii. Fucking ass. Neither one of them in the hood.
No, you'll walk by like a dentist studio or whatever, and like he has his Instagram and dude, if you look at TikTok, it's all guys that's like, hey, there's a plumber and this is his plumbing channel, and the guys who are all.
You want to hear a weird New York thing?
Every job has like a.
There used to be a dentist with a rock climbing wall in the basement of his dentist office that I used to go to. It was like this huge basement in Fort Greene, and you would climb around it, and it got ruined in the beginning of blog culture. It was free. The guy just loved rock climbing, and he would like there was guys who would build it. And he would have his shoes you could like borrow, and like you could just climb the walls and shit. And then one blogger like was just like, I knew I had to write about this. And then the guy was like, oh, I only let my friends in now because fucking 5,000 people showed up to do rock climbing. You had to like know a person who would let you into this like free rock climbing gym essentially. Well, and one blogger ruined it for everyone.
They have those. We were talking to Ari about this. He won't tell me where it is because he doesn't want to ruin it. But there's the underground bars are opening again in New York, which I love.
What makes them underground though?
They don't have a license.
Well, they just somebody gets an apartment.
They'll be open till like 4 a.m.
And they open a bar, and you just buzz in, and you go in, and they have a bar, and you can they have little music, they have alcohol.
Why? I feel like in COVID it made sense here, or after hours. Oh, is that the reason? Because it's after 4 a.m.
There's no. It's not legal. They just stay open.
Yeah. Because if during the like 2, why would you go to an underground bar when there's a bar in every corner? But that's the idea. It's at 6 a.m. You're going there.
Yeah, you're going hanging out, but it's probably
the bartenders have all the scoop.
A chiller time. You don't have to worry about bullshit. Probably. I used to go with Masavia, who ran the Boston Comedy Club. He was one of those hip cats. He was one of those.
He knew all the spots.
Dude, he goes, come on, let's go. And I'm like, where are we going? Don't worry about it. And then we just walk up the street. And like next to the Waverly Diner, which I've been to a million times, and just push like C1 and burn, and then you go up and it's just smoking hipster chicks and just and you come, everybody's nice. There's little music like jazz playing.
Band.
Yeah,
That's so funny that if
how'd they get a stand-up bass into this loft? You know?
Yeah, dude, it was fucking wild. I mean, it was.
Would you ever go to that place, Little Branch? It just looks like an innocuous. It's down the block. It's like a cocktail bar. You go downstairs and it's like tiny, and it was like, they would have like a full jazz band in this tiny little bar. I think it's still open.
Yeah, I like places like that.
Yeah, they're great. They're fun.
Yeah, I like that shit.
I go to a lot of the jazz places in New York. That's the main thing that I'll do. But the also when you're going to those tiny after hours style places though, when you get there and it's like if you better not be the first guy there.
Yeah, you just in somebody's apartment.
Yeah, you're just chilling with the guy. He's just
or there's
nobody shows up.
You want to drink?
It's just you and him talking about shit.
Didn't we try to go to a place? We actually tried to go to a place in Texas like a few weeks ago. Remember we like got there?
Oh yeah.
Somebody from the show was like, I know a spot, and then we got there and it was just the dude like, no, we're not open tonight. And then we just felt like assholes. Like
Yeah, the guy came down and he was like, yeah, that's not tonight.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And we knew it was a bad idea before we went, but they were just like super gung-ho and they're like calling Ubers and we're like, all right, let's try this. And then we got there.
What'd you guys do after that?
We just went to my buddy's house.
That stinks.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
We should have done that in the first place.
I
already was too old for this. I'm just like, what are we doing here?
I'm too old for it too. Joe DeRosa had his party, his 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Because Joe, he loves throwing parties for himself.
He's a cool place.
I've never met anybody who throws more parties for himself.
He still does birthday parties.
He
right?
does birthday party. I mean, it's nuts. He really just. I mean, look.
I think that's what you can do when you stay single for a while. You can throw
You
events
have
and
to.
stuff like that.
You have to. Nobody's around to care. You know what I mean? I understand it. There's nobody would ever he'd never have a birthday party. It'd just be him alone with a cupcake in his one bedroom. But so I was like, me and Keith were here, and Keith was like, all right, let's go. Going over to Dumb DeRosa's, and I was like, all right, but I didn't understand how taxing. Keith, it takes him fucking 20 minutes to get in the Uber. It was so fun because he went on the wrong side, so his leg was the wrong leg to get in.
Oh man!
And the guy running the Uber got so mad because it was we're right here on trying to get in. It's just the cars backed up honking, and dumb Keith doesn't care. He's just laughing. This guy came out and grabbed his legs and just threw them in the car.
The driver.
He just hucked his legs in the car, and he's like, okay. And he's like, Keith was laughing. He's like, all right, thanks. And then when we got there, we're two old guys. He's got a double stroke. I just lost 100. We're fucking old. And this is all young guys like you, fucking looking cool. And we show up, and we're trying to walk through this
Yeah,
crowd.
you can't get through that bar.
You
It's a
can't
bottleneck
get through
right there.
with me. Never mind Keith with a cane. So I'm like his bodyguard. I got to turn into I got to start moving people. Hey, guys, please. And I got to point to Keith.
Yeah.
And then we get back there, and I'm just like, I'm out. I can't.
How long did you last?
I think it was 8 minutes. No joke. It was like 8 minutes. I was like, I can't. The music's loud. There's people there that just, I don't know. Are you guys aliens? I don't know what you are. Are you
What
are
is
you
this
Irish,
weird?
Italian, black, Spanish? You got an afro with freckles. I don't understand what's happening. You know what I mean? I don't know if you're tough or if you're just sad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
The model that just comes out at night as well.
yeah, I don't understand. This one guy looking at me, I'm like, do you want to hug or are we going to fight? I don't know what your face is. And then we go in the back, and he gets a sandwich, and we leave. We just go out front, which took another fucking 20 minutes.
Yeah, the sandwich is worth it though. If you're doing the 8
I
minutes.
can't eat it, so I fucking, you know what I mean? I'm not eating the fucking sandwich at 1 in the morning, whatever time it
That's
was.
off limits now.
I just don't want to do it. I can have it, but I'm not going back, dude, for fucking DeRosa's sandwich. But then, and DeRosa was like, hey, what's up? I'm so glad. And then he just went back talking to whatever producer that was there, whatever person higher in the business than me and Keith.
Closes the cloth.
Oh, dude. He's like, dude, great for you. Anyways, and I found that movie interesting, but cathartic. And I was like, what? Did you say cathartic? And then we just
His first drink's 20% off. All right, you guys enjoy yourself.
20%
right?
off, exactly. And then, it was just fucking stupid, man. I went out to the little thing out front, and I'm just like, this is a young man's game. This is not for me.
I mean, yeah, being like, I'll tell you what, you definitely don't need to do at like 3 a.m. ever. Be like, let's find the next spot.
Oh, yeah.
Dude.
That's how you get into trouble.
That's how I knew I was starting to get old, when people would suggest that, and I would just get in the Uber and go home.
Okay, I'm getting out of here, dude.
What happened to you last night? Oh, you wouldn't even believe it. And I just...
Yeah.
Do you know how happy I was? I went back to the cellar, got in my car, and I got home, and I got a low-calorie fudgicle, and I sat on the couch, and I mean,
You're pumped.
I was like, I was getting a blowjob. Like
Sure.
that excitement, that ecstasy.
Do you do the Halo Top low calorie so you can eat the full pint because it's only like 200 calories in the pint of ice cream?
No,
Okay.
I can't do that shit, but it's just a fudgicle. It's like 8 grams of sugar,
Okay.
and I can eat the whole thing.
It's another thing where it gives you the dopamine and just a little bit of sugar.
Oh, I'm just sucking on it like a big,
Yeah.
like a big chocolate penis.
Wow.
I mean,
I
watch.
thought you hated those.
No, not real ones. I don't mind them. I didn't say I hate them. Jesus
sorry.
Christ, we tried to
Sorry,
get
sorry,
canceled?
It's not my favorite.
I was just like a corn-fed.
It's just my fifth favorite penis.
yeah, third. I'd say third. Jesus Christ.
All right, yeah, sure. It ranks above Indian. I get it.
Black penises matter. All right, you're in. But yeah, dude, I felt so good going home.
Also, you're not drinking too, right?
But I haven't drank my whole life.
So
But I
you're
used to
kind of
party.
used to that. Yeah.
I used to hang out all night. We could hang with anybody. I don't care.
Sure.
Me and Corley used to go, and he'd drink his fucking face off, and I was right next to him. I didn't give a fuck. But I just don't. I don't have it anymore. I just don't have the ability for that conversation. Hey, man, what's going on? What's up?
Well,
I'm done. I'm out.
yeah,
Like,
when you,
fuck it.
especially those guys are coked out at 5. When you see a guy 5 a.m., like he generally.
I know he
tuned up.
can't handle. Do you know we've met like 4 times, right?
When?
At Skankfest every single year, and every single year. This is what at first
He
year.
says this about everyone.
No, I'm going to tell you. Yeah, well, I have a good memory.
You have a generic face too.
That's fair enough.
All right. I mean,
Fair enough.
you look like every dude
Yeah, my name's
that's-
Chris. I get it.
every dude that ever went to my show in Long Island and that has, dude, big fan, O&A fan.
That is me also.
Okay.
But I remember the first time we met, you ran the light, first Skankfest, and you ran the light, and you're like, I'll fucking run this light, go fuck yourself, blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting outside with Dave afterwards, and you came out, I was like, I'm sorry, I ran the light, dude. I was like, you just told everybody to go fuck themselves. And you go, who the fuck are you?
Right.
And then like a year later, I was talking to like Lewis, and he was like smoking a cigar. You came over to smoke a cigar, and he's like, let's take a picture. He goes, I don't want this fucking guy I don't know in his fucking picture. And every year at Skankfest, Bob Kelly, we were in Houston. I was talking to Jay. You get off stage, and he turns to say hi to you, and you go, who the fuck is this asshole looking at me like this? Every single year. And that's what makes me remember it is that every
What'd I
single
do
year.
this year?
Oh, actually, this year you were nice to me. You were like, hey, nice to see you. And just kept walking.
Yeah, I'm done.
Finally nailed
I'm
it.
I'm old.
Yeah.
I'm finished, you
Yeah.
cocksucker. Go fuck yourself with your dumb story.
Yeah, it was a terrible story.
No,
You want to give me the bandana?
I feel like you do have that with a couple people. Where
you have.
I get like fed up with it by a point, and I get it. I'm a very generic looking
you
person.
need like, you need to find one thing that'll make you like. You need like a wacky hat that you wear or something.
you need to peacock.
Let's
dude.
get a face tattoo.
Just
Yeah, like Ryan.
something, yeah.
Ryan has a look like he has a rock and roll, like he's in a band. He's a
Sure.
You don't know what he ripped jeans, and he, you need something.
Just one thing where you'd be like, oh, that's the guy that wears the this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get a monocle or something.
Yeah, dude, put these glasses on. Put those
Try,
triples on.
try that.
Try that.
Real Sam Rothstein
Just
look
put
going.
those on. That's it.
That's
right
it?
there.
That's
You
the
need.
thing?
That's
Yeah.
it. I remember you, right?
Yeah.
I
What do
would
you think?
definitely remember that.
Yeah. That's it right
That's
there.
what Jason Ellis does. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah.
Or even like, what if you?
Jason Ellis has head tattoos.
Yeah, I mean, he does have a lot going for him.
He has a few things, but I feel like that's also the look.
Yeah.
You know what you could actually do? Okay, like a bottom grill, and I feel like that's not completely out of your.
Like a gold, just
yeah,
bottom
you're like
gold
an
teeth.
urban guy. I
Yeah,
don't
sure.
know. So if you had just like one gold tooth or something,
I got it. A Hitler mustache.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
That would be great.
Pull it off.
Dude, if you could rock the first comic to rock a Hitler mustache.
Well, Charlie Chaplin.
Well, okay, you're
been a
right.
while.
That's true. The first one since Charlie. Yeah.
Hitler mustache, soul patch combination.
No,
yeah.
fuck the
Just
soul
straight down.
patch. Go full Hitler.
Just go full Hitler.
Yeah, full Hitler, but
know, you're
never
right.
mention it.
Okay.
And when people are like, dude, what's up with the mustache? Go, what's up?
What mustache?
Yeah, but like,
That's what Michael Jordan pulled for like 2 years. He was just like, this is a Michael Jordan mustache. Go fuck yourself.
yeah, you should do that. You should do that.
If you did have something,
Somebody
like
Photoshop
that,
a Hitler mustache on my man over here.
or go put some slits in the eyebrows. That could be it.
That's true.
You could do some slits in the eyebrows, or you could do a bandana around your neck.
Oh, that,
Like a dog. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like fucking Def Leppard, like a band,
Oh,
like
yeah.
a '80s band.
oh,
Dude, do a
vaguely gay.
Because
man.
you're right. If you have so many people where you go, I kept met that person, they didn't remember me. At some point, it's the way that you look. It's
Yeah.
it won't register. For
I'm that color of green that Disney paints on stuff so you don't notice rides are closed. That's just my personality.
Yeah.
It's too much of the character before they put stuff on it.
Yeah, dude, you have everyday face. Yeah, you got to do something. We need to.
I have.
spice
Shouldn't you
up.
be moving my boxes around?
But you know
face?
what? Because I feel like I don't. You're like a New York guy that was probably involved in some sort of crime. It's like that's the perfect look to get away with
Yeah.
shit. You
And
know what
also,
I mean?
my name sounds vaguely Spanish if you just say it. If you just like, who's Vega? Yeah, some Puerto Rican.
no
guy
one
robbed
could
this
ever
kid.
pick you out of a lineup.
No, not at all, dude. You look like every worker on the train with like a toolbox and a yellow vest.
Yeah.
Like you look like every.
I look
guy.
Jamaican.
No, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
now I'm sorry. Yeah, they did change. Yeah, dude, it's your face. You need something.
There is a benefit to that, though.
I
Yeah,
think
you
the Hitler mustache is what I'm going with.
I think the Hitler mustache and
it's-
some crazy glasses.
Can I do like a pink Hitler mustache?
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
really-
I'd do
really
a
get it
gay
out there?
flag Hitler
Oh
mustache.
yeah.
Yeah, rock it.
throw him for a loop.
Yeah.
Like Hitler mustache.
Yeah, gay.
No, just put a Jewish star in the Hitler mustache.
Yeah.
Get a Dominican barber to shave a Jewish star. And
Yeah, just say you're promoting Irish special. Yeah.
That is the move, though. I like the idea of the Hitler mustache with just like a tiny bit of hair here, and you're like, no, it's like a beard. It's
I'll
just-
get those cheek piercings right here and just a Hitler mustache.
Well, just say you have a disease that won't let the hair grow past that point.
alopecia.
Yeah.
Yeah, alopecia. Yeah, just say that, and then you're good to go, man.
Well, racism is the real virus, Bob.
It is a real virus. You goddamn right. You goddamn right. Hey, what's going on? It's Robert Kelly here, YKWD, A Life of a Stand-Up Comic. It's crazy, okay? It's nuts. You're going nonstop. You're staying up all night. You're dreaming about comedy, and then when you wake up, you're thinking about comedy, but running yourself into the ground, it never works. You need sleep, my friend. Sleep is the key to life. It's before anything. Okay. And not just for comedians, that goes for everybody listening. That's where Ghost Bed can help. Ghost Bed mattresses, they're designed with premium materials and the patented cooling feature. That's right. You don't get too hot. You don't get too cold. So you sleep better. It's more comfortable from moment to moment. It helps everything. Take advantage of their free shipping, 101 night mattress sleep trial. And financing starts at $35 a month. You can't beat that. Most orders ship within 24 hours. You can't beat that. I mean, I keep giving you amazing facts about this, so you should just go get it now. You can start sleeping better this week. Listeners of my show get 30% off mattresses plus 2 free pillows, or get 40% off when you bundle a mattress with their adjustable base. Use promo code YKWD at ghostbed.com/YKWD for a limited time. Yeah, you need something for your face. I think something. Or your clothes. I mean, you do dress like fucking mannequin.
That's the most generic insult. That you need something for your face. Just such an asshole.
I think his thing of me makes me meaner, by the way. Right?
Literally how you talk to people you don't know. You know that, right?
The what? Him not remembering you make it?
No, the way he was like, "Yeah, what the fuck is that?" I don't know if I was that mean.
Oh, I'm
Right?
saying he souped it up.
Absolutely.
I know, you know what I mean? I don't know if I was that mean, because you just did it right now when I said that. I think your characterization of me is not as...
It sounds like you're just walking around Skankfest stiff-arming everyone the whole weekend.
That's just me.
that,
Yeah, you're like, what's up? What's up? Not you. Fucking, yeah.
Get out of here, Long Island jerk off.
Jeez, yeah. Did you get nicer after you lost weight or meaner?
dude,
Like you got a bit of like a chip on your shoulder?
I think the pandemic made me nicer, but I'm still a fucking cunt.
Sure.
I'm still an asshole.
Yeah. But
It's just in me. It's just in me from childhood and growing up in Boston and all the people I hung out with. Just my go-to is, go fuck yourself.
sure.
It's just my go-to. Anytime I got no fight too. I got a fight with my wife this weekend. And my go-to is go fuck you. Yeah, that's just...
Yeah, enough of this.
Yeah, fuck off. I've been alone before. You know what I mean? That's my go-to.
Yeah.
I've lived on the streets. Fuck you.
I don't
I'll sleep in that shed with no heat during the winter. I don't give a fuck. I need none of this shit. I'll go do comedy. I'll have some sex with some random chicks. I'll hang out
that
with
is
friends.
the funniest. Like the guy who hasn't been in the game for a long time and telling his wife, like, I'll go have sex with chicks.
I call them chicks. Broads.
Yeah, if you just want, I'll probably have a bunch of chicks that I'm having sex with.
And I won't either. There's no. You forget when you get old that like visually, I still think I'm what I was, but there's no chicks.
Yeah, might just be a different type of chick.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, fucking older than me. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no chicks waiting for me. There's no girls. I can't wait till you dump your wife.
There's chicks kicking around, but yeah.
I mean, I used to get a lot of girls. I get nothing anymore. You get a lot of broads.
Nah, I'm just fucking work, dude. Dude, we all live on the internet. Like, I literally go to comedy clubs and comedy
You can't
shows.
cheat anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, it's impossible.
You can't do anything
Not if you want to keep
anymore,
a
dude.
house.
Yeah, you'd be screwed, dude.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, that stinks.
No, living on the internet does suck, but it is what it is. Like, there's no fighting it, that's for sure. Think about in the last, like, even 4 years, the amount that it's, if it's a graph, it just went like, times 100 the extent to which people on the internet. But
I mean, back in the 90s and 2000s, right up until I think what really fucked us is the camera on a phone.
camera phone
Oh,
screwed up.
That really took cheating just out. You can't do it.
You could just be in the background of a thing. I remember a girl I used to hook up with saw like photos of me
Yeah.
and like it wasn't like we were together, but she was like, "Is that Chris with some chick on his lap?"
Yep.
And in the background, like dark in a photo on like a stoop, and somebody was like, "No, like those are definitely his sneakers." It was just like, because you couldn't see any of my body, just like I had something shiny on a sneaker.
Right.
She was like, "That's definitely, yeah, for sure." You could see like the chick.
That's when your face came into play to help you.
Yeah.
Is that him? That could be any guy from Brooklyn or Long Island.
Yeah.
That could be
Maybe
any
Queens.
that could-
Maspeth, that's a Maspeth
That can be
guy.
that can be any Yankee fan.
Well, that's the best part about you, but
Dude, yeah, the cell phone camera
and people don't
killed us.
Yeah, the cell phone camera and the phone period, because people don't meet in line. So it's like, if you want to be that guy before, you were going to different cities and being good with girls at bars, probably. You know what I mean?
You had to have you had to be able to pick up girls.
Yeah.
You had to be able to go to a bar and be a pickup artist.
Have 3 interesting
pickup
things
artist.
to say.
Do you guys remember like Mystery and those guys?
Yeah, remember that shit? That shit worked though.
It's
All that stuff worked.
They all love magic tricks.
I know.
Yo, Vegas is just, there was a minute where every Vegas bar was 9 guys trying to do magic to you in like a big hat. But the problem,
That's what you need. You need magic and a hat.
Yeah.
yo,
I got this hat.
if you were the guy that always kind of had a card trick on hand, they would remember that.
Dude, that was one thing I tried to do just for like my nephews and shit. Like I was like, let me see if I can learn magic. I got like the Penn and Teller magic masterclass, 30 seconds during a pandemic. I was just like, this is gay as shit. And I was just like, I'm not doing this.
You were gonna
shit.
be the magic guy.
I just wanted to be able to like do some coin tricks because I have like nephews and shit.
Okay.
I did that, dude. I gotta admit, I had to be a magic guy too.
Yeah.
I did, dude. I went to something in Victoria Island outside of
Okay.
Vancouver, and they had the oldest magic shop in the world.
What'd you buy? Just the wand?
No, I bought the credit card, the magic thread
Okay.
that you.
Oh, like you pull out of your sleeve or
Well,
whatever?
it's, yeah, you just have like little wax, and you can put it on a credit card, and you can spin the credit card, like levitate it,
I like it.
and you can spin it, and it can go around you, and you catch it,
Sure.
and then you slip it off and hand it back to them. But I could never do it. I would always get the string caught up in my other fucking arm.
I could do all this filming videos like when I was in Canada, and I did a bunch of videos like commercials for a pizza place with this magician. We did like 10 videos, and so I know how all the tricks work, and like 90% of them are string.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking that.
like a good amount of the tricks. You're like, how the fuck? It's like it's the string again.
Yeah, it's,
Same
it's like
string.
nylon string or something.
Yeah,
from
and,
nylon.
And then
It's
there's
like-
one strings where you kind of make stuff float up, but
Yeah.
a lot of it's string. Or stuff where it was not even impressive at all. Like I remember the one where he used to just be able to tie his shoe, and I was like, man, that's a trick. And then you go, how do you do it? And he's like, well, it was already tied, and I have strings hanging down my shoe, looking like it was untied. And you're just like, all right, so nothing.
Yeah.
Like,
see, I
there's no
actually saw.
trick.
I almost bought that trick.
Yeah.
I almost bought that one.
Really?
Yeah, you just pull the strings up.
Yeah, you just
shake it.
literally just pull the strings up. A lot of them were that kind of thing where
Yeah.
you go, there was no nothing, you know?
Yeah, it's just counting on us to be idiots.
Yeah.
That's all it is. I saw one today that was crazy. It was on the James Corbett. Is that his name? The little chubby guy?
Corbin?
Yeah, Corbin. It was him, some actress, but this illusion or whatever.
He made a waiter's tip disappear for bringing his water late.
Nice one. I like it. If you had a Hitler mustache, that would have killed more.
Well, yeah,
you
it would be
you
great.
got Ryan on that one.
He was getting crushed, dude.
Um,
It's so funny if you watch him though. He's in this new commercial and he's very like, "Oh, hi, how's it going?" Like these new coffee maker. It's very like that, and just like he just oozes like as soon as they go action. He goes, "What the fuck was that? Why? I told you not to look at me." Like he's just got such the tyrant vibe. But then it's like action. It's like, and this is new coffee pods. But it's just he's got 100% of the vibe that could not be more different when the cameras are rolling.
Greg Stone met him. I wonder how nice he is.
I wonder if, oh yeah,
Greg Stone was on the show.
Greg Stone's the best. He was on Corbin, yeah.
Kind of hard to be mean to Greg Stone. He's got such a I should be nice to this guy face. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, unlike yours.
yeah, I have a be mean to me face.
Yeah,
Greg
you
Stone
do.
has the opposite Italian face.
and I don't
as
like
me.
your fucking awesome tricep either. I don't like that you keep flexing it. It's
Oh,
bugging
I'm
me.
sorry.
You know what? I think people.
Your tricep makes me fucking angry. Stop bending it.
right.
Yeah, put your hands on the table.
Yeah, get a looser shirt.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, you.
I worked hard for this shirt to look good.
Undo the tricep. You're bugging me. It's killing me.
You know what it is, Chris?
Look at those arms. Holy shit.
I was thinking that it's not that you're forgettable. It's more that you have the face that like people. No, I think I cracked
Great.
it. It's people that would be Like they're not necessarily a mean person, but like they wouldn't necessarily be nice to the Uber driver. It's kind of like, oh hey, like you've got like you like the face that you would be like the.
Well, then I also have like
The
bully
mechanic
face.
that comes-
So like any of these like fucking
You also have bully
half-gay
face.
comics in New York City are just like, I don't want to like that guy. And
Yeah,
so-
you also have bully face.
Yeah.
Too.
Why they don't like you?
Yeah, I just look like the person who was shitty to them in high school.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you
Like
could-
if you're like a drama kid, you can't
Yeah.
think you're gonna. Yeah, you'd be
I
like,
gotta have 5 conversations with somebody before they're like, all right, you're not a jerk off.
sure.
and you do a podcast with Chris,
Yeah.
and you had a pickle that won an award.
Did somebody just print out my resume?
What's a pickle?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, I won the Lower East Side pickling contest.
Why you like? Can I ask? I want to ask.
Do they bring you up like that when you do stand up?
How do you?
My friend, you know Meg Walsh, she used to bring me up as the pickle king constantly.
How did you win a pickle competition?
I entered a pickle that was a pastrami flavored pickle, and it won.
Here, you own businesses.
Yeah, so whack.
Well, I was a chef.
You own a fucking jiu-jitsu place. You were a chef.
Yeah.
And you're a comic. You used to be fat. You're skinny. Now you work out. You get awesome.
And no one remembers any of this.
You're doing magic.
Next time I come in here, you're gonna be like, "So this is the first time doing a show, dude."
This is the first time you're on the show.
This is yeah.
What were you a chef of, first of all?
All right. So I grew up in a restaurant business. My dad owned an Italian place in Sheepshead Bay, right?
Okay, yeah.
But I was the head chef. It was one of these fancy cocktail bars in Queens called Dutch Kills, and I was their first head chef. And I would do like kind of elevated bar food. So the guy who started cocktail culture a lot in New York was this guy Sasha Petrosky, and he would always be like, "I love your bar food the most because it speaks to my inner fat kid." That's what I would make. Like I used to make a pork sandwich that took like 3 days. People were like, "Can you still make that?" I'm like, "It takes 3 days."
Right.
You got to make a stock from scratch. You got to make a sauce from scratch. Then you got to roast these pork shoulders and pull them. And then I would like heat them up with the fresh. I would combine all the ingredients the last minute with fresh herbs and put it on. I would like source good mozzarella and stuff like that. And I like would make a grilled cheese. I would smoke the duck breasts in house. And like I would come in early because it's super illegal to do that. And I would come in early and like vent everything and like do it.
Well, you can't smoke inside?
No, it's super. Yeah, because of the ventilation issues.
Right.
And, like we didn't even have a hood system. Like I like kind of gamed the. They've like fixed everything since I've left, but I kind of gamed it. Like I got like a good architect to come in and be like, yeah, the DOB, like, yeah, he's fine. He's not cooking anything. It's just a prep kitchen.
Yeah.
And then I was doing all this shit when we were closed.
Right.
So, and I would do like I did like a steak sandwich with like pickled onions over it. But like it would be like you'd come in and get a sandwich and you'd be like, holy shit, this is like really fucking good. Like I did the duck breast sandwich, but I would make like cherry compote with rosemary in it, and I would do it with like Morbier French cheese on like a homemade like Pullman brioche bread. So I actually did. I wasn't.
And you quit all this to do stand up?
All right. So
You sound, dude, you're so much more interesting when you're talking about food. I mean, dude, that's crazy. I mean, this is
yeah, I love food. I mean, when I was doing open mics, I used to go like because I'm a crazy food guy.
Right.
I was so miserable being like 32 doing open mics with like all these 22-year-old kids. I would literally do the 5 o'clock open mic at Broadway Comedy Club, and then go to like Maria, which is a 2 Michelin star restaurant, gorge my fucking face, and then go back and do the 10 o'clock and like the late night just because I like needed a break from being around this horse shit.
Wow. You're like a different guy. That's like a different, like, I don't know anybody like that. You know what I mean? Like, this is a guy who had a career.
It's a Brooklyn guy.
Had a career, and then wanted to do stand up. And you go eat Michelin star, you like not pizza or ramen. You just go stuff your face with exotic New York food, and then go back and do 5 minutes at the Broadway.
2 different 5 minutes at the worst. Yeah, like
And that was your day.
That would be my Monday, and then on like Wednesdays.
How are you not gay?
I wish it would be a lot easier. I think I wouldn't have to give somebody half a house if I was gay, even if I was half a gay.
No, we're all half gay. Come on, guys, let's admit it right now.
I wish that I could enjoy like food the way that people who like food like food.
Oh, dude.
It seems
I love like that type of food.
Like you like-
I love that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
I feel like I'm missing out.
But it's not as bad as the food that kills you is the local horse shit. That food isn't as bad for you as you
Yeah.
think.
But I even like the local horse shit. Like I'll eat when I was running a show on like Ludlow Street, I would get off this train at Grand Street and I'd be like, oh, there's that old lady who does Chinese skewers right here, and I'd get like 5 of those.
Yeah, but that's still good food.
Yeah, it's not like McDonald's and
Yeah, I'm talking McDonald's or some horse
To
shit.
me, like Kraft Dinner was probably like they nailed it. That's what.
See, that's the Canadian coming at you because that's just mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese is like that's like something like that's probably like the top pinnacle of food. I would say popcorn's number 2.
Dude,
Popcorn pretty good. I love popcorn.
Kraft mac and cheese, when you think about the food that we eat like that, like it's powdered cheese.
Yeah.
It's dehydrated cheese, right?
Whoever made
frozen,
that deserves
freeze-dried cheese.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
Nobel Prize.
it's
Yeah.
freeze-dried cheese.
Well, they named
And then everyone else has been trying to all these fancy things to try to achieve the greatness of that. So it's like it's same with hot dog. It's like they nailed it, and then they're just like, how can we add to this and mess it up? You know what I mean?
You think a hot dog, they nailed it?
Yeah.
If you cut up a hot dog and put it in mac, he's basically a 4-year-old. He's just cut up a hot dog, put it in my mac and cheese.
If someone was like,
Do you
putting
eat with a
together-
spoon fork?
I love a spoon fork.
Do you have chocolate milk with every
The
meal?
sippy cup, yeah.
It's on a styrofoam tray.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Those are the foods where whoever was making food, they go, okay, we can stop now, and then everyone else was like, well, what we got to keep.
But can I
more
say
stuff.
something? That's not actually somebody made that food originally, and then Kraft was like, let's recreate that.
Yeah, Kraft makes the better one.
You think Kraft is good?
I think
You
that's
think that's
the best
better
one.
than a homemade mac and cheese?
Yeah, not even close.
Are you shitting me?
Drives me nuts.
swear.
It's making me so
You're gonna
mad.
fucking stand on this hill right now.
I'm
You
not-
have two
no,
fatzos.
I know.
Hey,
that
Story of Queens named my mac and cheese the best mac and cheese in Queens.
You?
Yeah.
Really? You had
Yeah.
you had a good pick, a number 1 pickle, and the number 1 mac and cheese.
I mean, according to some blog, but I did win the pickling.
Okay,
contest.
put it this way. Do you know when you're watching, like, I really like a crappy Steven Seagal movie or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then someone else might say, here's this, award-winning movie, right?
Right.
And I'm saying, I like this one better. Like, I enjoy watching it better. I'd rather watch it. And you're saying.
It's like Predator versus Gandhi.
yeah,
You're gonna
it's
watch
kind of
Predator.
saying, like, well, this is better. And I'm like, sure, I understand that, like, technically it is better. But in my opinion, this is better.
Listen. You know what? I really hate to admit that you make a valid point, my young Canadian friend, because I like a Steven Seagal too over Gandhi.
Seagal knows what he's doing.
I'll take a.
He's Kraft dinner.
Even the ones where they have to dub his voice in now because he tried some southern accent and it didn't work out.
He loves the accents are getting so crazy with him.
He's getting nuts, dude. Seagal's accents are getting nuts. I mean, this guy is nobody wants to say no to this guy.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
Well, it's the people that are making the movies. It's like Chris and his boys giving him 50 grand.
Yeah, it's just, I just want to hang out with Steven Seagal.
Most of his movies now, it's like 5 like bros in Serbia that like put together.
Yeah,
60
how many people do
grand.
you think are asking him, what's Putin like? What's Putin like in real life?
Yeah. Everyone on set, they all pitch together a bit of money. But that's how I feel about food. But I see other people enjoying it, like going.
Have
to
you
fancy
ever
places.
had a good mac and cheese? Like like a.
I still like the other mac and cheese, but here's an example. Like chicken, everyone says is the cheapest, worst meat. That's like the only one I probably really like. Maybe a burger, but like chicken's the best one in my.
I love chicken. I think chicken's better. I'll take chicken over everything.
But that's the cheap one. That's like the low class, right? Isn't it?
What meat? Out of meat?
If you go to a
Like
restaurant,
pork is cheaper at this point than chicken.
Oh, okay. So am I wrong?
I
about
think
that?
fish would be cheaper too, wouldn't it? Fish
Depends,
is
like
always
tilapia is
cheap.
pretty
Yeah,
cheap.
fish is cheap now too, but I would take chicken over anything.
And I think I might have saw this in a movie where the guy was saying he was trying to be rich and he said chickens for poor people or something like that.
Yeah,
I think it got in my head and I've always
it's a
just thought
Seagal movie.
I've always thought
You fucking asshole. That's not true.
I've always thought the chicken was the cheap one.
No, chicken. No, pigeon.
I feel like
the
if
cheap
you
one.
go to like a fancy restaurant, the chicken's gonna be the cheapest meat on the meal.
I think chicken is cheaper, but it's not. I mean, I'll get a chicken at a steak place. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. I love
All
chicken.
right.
Yeah, chicken's a shit. I can't. No, tell me about this pickle though. I want to know. About this
yeah, the big pickle.
All right, so there was two. It's actually so I just made basically I took a pastrami brine and I just used vinegar instead of water, and I kind of like added like fresh mustard seed and toasted caraway, so it kind of tasted like a
So you throw a cucumber in all this shit.
yeah
And how long?
week.
That's it.
Yeah,
And you have a pickle.
yeah.
So I can make my own pickles.
You can make your own pickles, no problem.
Really?
Yeah,
I see.
not a hard thing to do.
Can I just say something? I don't think it's me. I think he's the twat. Did you see how he just said that?
Oh,
I think everything that comes through his filter is that.
It was you don't know that?
Because I just went, I can make my own pickle. He went, yeah. I'm like, great. Yeah, no
I'm just trying to
problem.
match your energy.
It's not. See, now it's me again. Is that my energy, Ryan?
This is too old school.
I feel
New
like
York
I'm
ball busters.
I feel like I'm adorable right
Toe
now.
to toe.
And I feel like he's put me on that.
Hey, you were cuter when you were fatter. I'll tell you that right now.
I was cute.
I like a little meat on there.
All right, well, listen, easy now.
Yeah, it's big dick pickle energy. Yeah,
He has big
pickle energy.
I have gherkin energy.
A cornichon.
So you win this pickle thing. You bring it down. Is there other pickle people?
Yeah, I fucking
How
housed
many
their
other-
asses, and I fucking started yelling at them in public because I was pretty drunk. It was a whole pickle festival.
You got drunk and
We did like a
you're
live-
yelling, I'm the pickle king and stuff like that.
Yeah, I pulled my cock out. I was like, "Fucking brine this bitch."
Yeah.
It's you. It's not me. It's definitely you. So you win the Pickle King.
Yeah. And then the next year I got screwed.
Why?
So they changed the
They rigged
judges.
it?
I swear to God, I actually have video proof that I got screwed on this.
I want to see it.
I'll show you one of the judges saying it's on my Instagram. But so
Go to his Instagram.
it's one of my reels. It's of an Asian guy. It was the following year. So the next year
You
I
put him
made,
on blast.
no. So they changed the
China?
judging. You had to go.
China
You had to go through interns. I thought I was like. So it was
China's rigging it because they don't want Americans.
No.
to win?
The Chinese guy wanted me to win.
Okay.
He was just like, "You're the pickle king, bro."
Right.
He called me an emperor, but whatever. So basically, what happened was you had to go.
The Pickle Emperor.
I'm trying to explain the story.
Yeah. You're explaining how it was rigged against you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically it was Dominion voting machines. It was a whole thing. No. So basically, you had to go through a tier of interns before you got to the judging table the next year, and so it's that Asian gentleman right there.
Okay, wait, pause it for a second. I just want to hear the rest of the story. Go ahead.
Okay. So basically, what happened was I won, but you had to go through these interns, and I figured I was making a pickle for chefs, right?
Right.
So I made a chipotle yuzu pickle, which is kind of like a weird flavor combination.
Yeah.
But I figured that's who the judges are. But you had to go through these interns, and they're fucking. If I knew I had to go through interns, I would have made a fucking. Oh, it's overly garlicky. You're a girl. Here, eat this. You're gonna like it. Well, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
They didn't have the pickle.
I would have made a fucking craft dinner shit for fucking Ryan being an
Sure.
intern.
Right, yeah.
They were simpletons. They're not these high-end pickles.
You would have done a teriyaki
Well, this guy is the guy.
pickle.
He owns Namwa Tea House, which is a pretty famous dim sum place. And you could play the video. He literally goes, "Yeah, this is the best one."
All right, let me see. Hang on. You got to turn the volume on the little. You got, sweetie. You got to. Yeah, go ahead.
I would have picked this as a winner. Yeah. What the fuck? I was wrong, God. I don't know why this was not in contention, but as an official judge of 2018 Pickle Day, I would have picked this as a winner. Yeah. What the fuck? I was wrong, God.
I'm pretty sure it's you who are the aggressive person.
That's
It's not
fair.
me.
That's fair.
I'm pretty sure.
It's fair.
But see, all the footage
No, so I saw that guy. I was like, "Hey, man," I literally go up to him very nicely. I go, "Hey, do you remember me last year? I did the pastrami pickle." And he goes, "Yeah, where the hell was he?" He literally goes, "Where were your pickles? Those were terrible."
Yeah.
And I go, "Well, this is what I made." And then he was like, "Yeah, this is fucking great." And I was like, "Can I get it on film?"
Really? So you think all the intern
Stanley filmed that.
You think all the intern girls?
What one was an everything bagel pickle. So it was just somebody dumped a ton of garlic and fucking onion
That sounds
powder.
incredible.
You know what?
You just trash.
You're not a true pickle artist.
That sounds real good, dude.
You're not a true pickle artisan like me, all right?
They know who'd have won is pickle, and they go, "I've made 0 modifications, but I dipped it in ketchup." I'm not here to mess around. I'm not trying to fuck with God's recipe.
I love that you have the taste buds of a 4-year-old.
I wish I did. I thought they were gonna go away at some point, but I still like this stuff better.
Yeah, it's like-
probably my favorite thing to do is like if I'm walking home from like the cellar or the stand, I'll walk by the movie theater and I just go in and get popcorn, even though I don't see the movie. And then eat it on the way home. That's probably
What
like
the fuck?
That's probably like my top food to get. I can't do it too much because it's so bad for you, but probably at least once a month, I would say I do that.
You just go get theater popcorn.
I just go to the concessions, but I don't go to the movie.
Do you pay for the ticket?
No, because it's downstairs. It's the one on, I guess it would be 3rd and 14th, maybe, or something like that. No. First, I don't know, like near Union Square, but there's a movie theater.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know the one.
I don't. Yeah, but basically the concessions are right there. Then you go up the elevators.
So you go get a popcorn and walk home by yourself.
That's correct. Yeah.
With popcorn.
Yeah, eat the popcorn on the way home.
Then
You definitely just look like a homeless person eating garbage popcorn at that point.
I look like a guy that just came from a film.
Nobody still has popcorn after a movie.
Well, no, then I take a fake phone call. I put the headphones in. I go, "Oh, it was incredible."
Walk out of that piece of shit.
Yeah, walked it. Yeah.
Popcorn's good though.
Yeah. I talk about how I had to walk out. Yeah. Emergency.
I don't even know how you come up with that. How did you? What was
My
the
favorite food.
popcorn? What are you, a fucking rat?
Well, hot dogs, popcorn.
Yeah.
Maybe
You have the taste buds of a mouse.
I would say I like the dollar slices way better than like the fancy slices.
Then
but-
Joe's
Joe's is okay still, but I still
is
like
okay.
Well, I still don't like Joe's better than like some of the normal dollar ones, but I like Joe's way better than the like super fancy ones.
Oh
yeah.
my God, dude.
I like Joe's. I think Joe's is good.
I mean, Joe's is the best.
Yeah, Joe's knows what they're doing.
It's the best.
Not complaining.
It's the best pizza.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, dollar slices stink. I hate the dollar slices.
I think it's worth $1. Like if I was in high school,
No, they got rid of it. They're not $1
Yeah, now they're
anymore.
$1.50.
It's over.
Really?
The dream's done. Yeah.
it's like anything else. You got to think. I try when I try to eat shitty food like that. I try to like think of it a different way. I was like, it's just an open face hot pocket. It's fine for $1. You know what I mean?
Hot pockets are nice.
You like hot.
We both looked at you. To see what you
So when you stay at a when you stay at
I
a
will adjudicate. And
when you
like
stay
the
at a
pockets.
hotel without a restaurant, they just have
No, I
that,
don't eat all-
that fridge with
you-
lean cuisines. You're in your fucking heaven.
No. I don't eat like this that often because I know it's terrible.
What do you eat? How do you eat?
I'll eat like fairly clean. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe for like, I'll eat, I won't eat till like whatever one. Then I have like cereal. You know what I mean?
You were telling me the other day
No,
he
but I
just
get
eats
good
cans
cereal.
of beans.
Were you raised by other children?
No, I get, but like a good, like a nice, like a high end cereal.
What's a high end cereal?
They have some.
It comes in a box, not a bag.
The ones like the whole wheat ones with grains. You know what I mean?
Like a kashi.
Yeah. And then I'll eat like fruit, vegetables, stuff like that. Here, I get a lot of things like a Chipotle type place, but with the salad, not the rice.
Chipotle's garbage.
It's not that terrible for you though, is it?
It's not terrible for you.
That's what I mean.
I don't think it's good for
I
you
don't even
either.
like
No.
it. Dude, most meals I eat, I don't like. Like I get a lot of like chicken Caesar salads, but like without a lot of dressing. Like I get a lot of stuff that I don't like.
Do you not like
but
enjoy like a nice steakhouse steak though?
Steak's medium. I don't love it, don't hate it.
Okay. Sushi, like fancy sushi, nothing?
Like sushi's pretty good, yeah.
Do you ever have like very fancy sushi?
But I don't think sushi's that good for you. It's a lot of rice probably, right?
I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah, but I don't like fancy sushi necessarily.
Cold rice is less. I think it's less. It's more healthy. White rice is healthier than brown rice.
Yeah.
And cold rice
I think
is
that's the
healthier. Huh?
Isn't it?
If
Isn't
you
brown-
find something
No,
that's
it's
good
not.
for you and healthy,
Really?
Yeah, brown rice is worse for you than white rice. And if it's cold rice, if it's not hot, it's actually healthier for you. If you're a diabetic,
Okay.
you should have cold white rice. Is actually your insulin levels won't go up as high.
poke bowls, that's something that has cold white rice. I'll get those. That stuff is medium healthy for you, and I'll get it. But
I know you don't
that
believe
sort of
me
stuff.
too. Like you're just going with it because when I said
I believe you. I feel like you know more about
So
that than me. I
the-
never think about that.
the theory is if you eat cold rice,
yeah,
like straight up, like it was warm, but it just cooled off, that's
Yeah.
somehow better for you.
it's bad. It's, yeah, your insulin levels won't spike as high.
And then what happens when your insulin levels spike?
Yeah, you're a fucking diabetic. You could die.
Right. So that seems like it's only if you have like issues though.
Yeah, if you have issues. Yeah, I mean you could eat whatever you want.
But if you don't have like health issues eating,
Yeah, you
then
could eat
who cares if there's a bit of a spike? I guess, right?
Yeah, but I don't like you're eating. How old are you again?
37.
37. You're 37. You still eat like you're.
I
fucking
don't
a
eat
kid.
like that. I want to. And no, I eat it like okay. If I come home,
What about your girl?
she likes normal stuff.
So she must hate you.
Okay, I'll tell you what they don't like, which does suck about that is that if they're like make something fancy,
Yeah.
and then I don't like it.
He pulls
better.
out the
So I
air
either
popper?
well, I either have to lie. I either have to be like, yes, I like this better than a hot dog, or
Something fancy like
or I have to pretend like, oh yes, all the seasoning.
do you like lasagna?
I like most stuff. Like that's why it's like there's almost I like almost everything. So it's like I'm pretty easy to please.
So do we. That's why we were both fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a girl can make any crappy meal and I'll be like, you nailed it. You know what I mean?
Really? You just lie?
No, because I like it all.
Oh, you do
I just
like-
don't like one better than the other necessarily.
But you like mac and cheese better than fucking.
I probably like that one a little bit.
You like
not mac and cheese.
You like
make crap
stuffing
dinner.
on Thanksgiving?
Love stuffing. I like all the things.
But do you like stovetop stuffing?
Like what, the cheaper
the,
one?
It's the,
pa-
cra-
the
it's
packaged
the
one.
craft dinner of stuffing.
Not better. I think they're all fine.
You think that's fine?
I think they all taste kind of good. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, you're fucking.
You mean like a TV dinner? I will say I was watching. I think it was NCIS, and the guy opened up a TV dinner, and like in unison, my chick was like, "Gross," and I was like, "Looks solid." Like at the exact same time, I did look. The meat in the TV dinner is bad, but the actual potatoes.
TV dinners?
fine.
I don't know. I grew up with TV dinners. We used to steal them when I was doing drugs and drinking.
That's a nice steal too.
We used to have to go into Alexander's little store, and we'd go in the back, and they had the chicken and we'd go in and steal them for lunch to eat. But the only thing that sucked about it is it took 17 hours to cook.
Oh yeah, you had to do it in the oven back then, right?
There was no microwave, so you had to put it in the oven, and you had to just wait
And then you had to wait another 2 hours for that brownie to cool down, right?
Oh, dude, you got to wait at least 35 minutes for the whole thing to cool down. Because I remember I got a burn on my wrist right here from grabbing a fried chicken TV dinner. We were so high and so hungry. And we were just, it seemed like an eternity. And we kept checking it and checking it. Finally, it was done. And everybody was there was like 3 guys. We just started grabbing into a hot oven to grab chicken. And I panicked and burnt my wrist on the grate. Ooh. And I got my chicken, though. Yeah. The mashed potatoes were fucking great. The gravy.
So you do rep it. Yeah, you're saying the chicken dinner was good.
Yeah, but I repped it back then when I was a drug addict living on the streets and I had no home and I was stealing it. But now that I have money.
Now that he's classy.
Classy. I mean, what you mean with a fridge and the ability to buy food. Yeah, I mean, I'm classy.
Mr. Intellectual.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I fucking like my wife's, chicken better. Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I mean, does she cut it into dinosaur shapes for you?
I know. Do you have to dip all your food?
Why wouldn't you dip food? I mean, good. When you go to like a comedy club, for example, that has like comedy club foods, would you never get like chicken fingers and stuff like that?
No, I'm not gonna fuck. I'm 50. I'm not gonna order kids meal. Fuck. Can I get the chicken fingers?
I do once a weekend. Once a weekend, I'll have the crappy things on the comedy.
I don't.
And the other days I'll get. Like,
I'll get a steak. Get a steak or a piece of chicken and a salad.
They didn't have that at Portland Helium this weekend.
What'd they have? Just chicken fingers?
You could basically. I'll tell you what they did have. They were nice. Pretzel bites that you dip in honey mustard.
Oh my god, you're fucking.
Pretzel bites were nice, but that's what they were so good. But I know that they're terrible for you, so I could only have them once.
Yeah, but pretzel bites aren't good.
Honestly, I would have loved to think that because I ate half of them and I was like, that was too many. And if I believed that in my head, if I could hypnotize myself to believe that they weren't good, I wouldn't have had to finish it.
Would you dip in the cheese?
No, I had to go back. And then the girl's like, I'll just take him. And I was like, fucking leave him.
Did you dip them in cheese stuff?
No, I dipped them in honey mustard only.
Honey mustard. You're a dipper. I knew you were a dipper.
Yeah, I like dipping. Ranch mostly. Ranch is that's my main.
Yeah,
that's my poison.
What is ranch?
Well, in Canada, when you go to a pizza place, most pizza places sell you like a dip with your thing.
Yeah.
You see that once in a while here, but that's like way more normal.
No, outside of New York, I feel like that's common in the rest of the country. Like upstate
it is
New
not.
York.
East Coast does not dip anything in anything.
I've heard
it's a California stupid thing.
Is that what? Yeah,
ranch dipping shit. It's just stupid.
Garlic sauce. I've heard
dumb California thing that they did, and then it went up to Canada.
Okay,
Canada follows.
I thought it was the other way around.
Well, Boston pizza was in Canada. Right? You guys have Boston pizzas?
Yeah.
And it's not from Boston, by the way, at all.
No, Boston pizza is like an Applebee's for pizza.
It's Applebee's for pizza, and they're a dipping thing. And yeah, if you dip your pizza and shit, you're an asshole.
I've heard that's the opinion here, but to me,
I tend to agree.
If you need a dipping sauce for pizza,
it's pizza. It's got
you're
sauce on it.
You're a fucking 3-year-old. You should have a mobile and but
it's also weird that you want
a little.
I'm telling you where I'm coming from. It's like that's the norm. It's like every combo includes dipping sauce.
Yeah, because Canada listen, Canada has nothing when it comes to food. You're not known for anything except for one thing.
No, there's a lot of like Trinidad food that's good and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's not you.
Yeah,
that's
Trinidadians.
That has nothing to do with you.
Well, New York's the same. It's like
no, it's not.
Oh,
no, it's
pizza?
not.
Pizza,
no, you're not. You're out of your mind.
Pastrami on rye.
Okay,
yeah, dude, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind.
Sure.
America is the motherfucking place that made food good. I'll say Italy and France. Look at.
What are the things that America made?
Hamburgers, pizza.
Well, you are speaking my language.
Fried chicken.
You're
fried chicken.
Barbecue.
Now you're pandering.
Steak.
Yeah.
Steaks.
Okay. So nowhere else had steaks?
Dude, they had steaks, but not us. We made the hamburger, dude. The fucking hamburger.
Well, I'll tell you what. You don't get enough credit for it. When people name off like nice food places, I don't hear American get thrown into that mix very often.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Modern French food is considered like new American, like the fanciest levels, like Thomas Keller, like those guys that own like all those 3 Michelin star restaurants.
They consider themselves like American.
That's considered like nouveau American cuisine.
Okay.
It's in the French style.
And that's a steak, basically, you get?
No, that's like when you go and get like 10 courses or whatever.
What are they?
Depends on the restaurant. Le Bernardin just does like fish and shit.
I don't like your cocky Canadian attitude right now.
What are these 10 courses at every restaurant?
Yeah, what is Canada known for? Besides,
you start with a nice pop.
You're talking to the wrong guy.
There it is, right there. That's what you're known for.
You're talking to the wrong guy because it's like I legit. It's like talking to some guy who's never played sports and be like, "You suck at basketball." Like I literally am not taking offense to that I'm not a foodie.
Yeah, but it's okay. We still want to attack you. We want to attack Canada through you.
Yeah.
They made.
exactly.
Wait a minute. They made bagels.
Oh yeah, that's just our thing that you took.
You took that. That's not theirs.
I thought that was like
You guys don't
US.
even have Jews.
I would have thought Israel made bagels.
Nah. What are you, fucking racist? What's wrong with you?
I think they would take that as a compliment.
What else do they make? No.
Smoked meat is just bullshit pastrami.
That's it. Yeah, smoked meat has nothing to do with you. What is that?
Oh, steame? You don't know what a steame is? That's
What-
French.
what is
I
that?
will say this.
That's a hot dog with coleslaw.
I was very impressed.
We made the hot dog, dude.
Well, they put some coleslaw on
No,
it.
yeah,
Give
we-
it a new name.
Bob, I will say this. I was up in Toronto,
Yeah.
and the hot dog cart game in Toronto is way elevated. It's
Okay,
crazy.
I would agree with that because they have regulations. We don't regulate people here.
Yeah,
that's
that's true.
that's just
Just
that's
an Arab
the
guy
reason?
boiling water, just like, here you go. Those fucking Mexican guys with the fucking bacon dogs in L.A.
Do you know where they come from? On the West Side Highway, there's all
Oh,
these
yeah,
buildings, and if you'll wait there, these
The cart
guys
just
come
pop
out
out,
of
yeah.
there, and there's horses next door. They go and get a cart and just wheel it out, and then stick it on a corner, turn it on,
Yeah.
heat up that water that's already been in there,
Yeah.
and they
3-day
throw
old
hot
water,
dog.
yeah.
Oh fuck
They're
that!
really gross here. It's like probably the worst I've had.
It's bad here. I would never eat a hot dog off the street in New York City. You're out of
Even
your
the
mind.
Nathan's ones aren't even really that good.
Oh, that
I went down to the competition.
No, he's talking about you're talking about the Nathan's carts, not like the actual inside of Nathan's.
No, I'm saying Nathan's hot dogs aren't as good as the like Toronto vendor ones.
Oh, yeah, that might
look. But again, it's ours. You took it. You didn't invent.
Right.
You everything from your country up until 1987 was.
Still, probably, yeah.
Yeah, it was like
I think
you
that's
know,
accurate. Yeah.
You guys like ate rabbits and French fries,
Caribou
cheese.
jerky.
Yeah, you had reindeer dogs. We invented all of it, and you took it up there. What else? Give me another one.
What's
that?
No, I think the biggest food.
What
split
is that?
probably have
Soup.
the-
What is that? Split pea? There's no way. You know what? You can have that. I'll give you that shit soup. Yeah, that's a Canadian soup. Garbage.
I don't even know if I've had that ever.
Split pea soup. God, what else you got? What else is that? What is that?
These are all. You're looking at Quebec. This is French bullshit.
What is this?
Looks like a meat pie.
Yeah. Now,
No, fruit pie.
Yeah.
That looks pretty gross. I don't know
That's
how you
just-
do-
Missed me with
disgusting.
that.
yeah, guy, give me another thing. Dude, what is that?
Oh, you can look.
What is that? Scroll down. I can't see the top.
Yeah, I guess this.
Scroll down.
You're
Up,
this
up.
Instagram looks like it's like French
Pudding?
desserts.
Yeah, listen, this is nothing. You guys got nothing. Give
A
me,
beaver tail would be a Canadian dessert.
what's that?
So
It's a
that,
literal beaver tail. They just cut it off raw and they just start gnawing.
They just put maple syrup on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
And then you can use it as a mitten.
some pancake bullshit.
Dude, you guys.
I don't know what would be Canadian food. I don't know nothing.
There's nothing.
It's all like, but what like places where, and this is every city has its things, but I would say what I would say it's known for is like chicken, like roti places and like jerks shops and like there's places where you can see a friggin' like one roti place from like two other. You can see two roti places from one roti
What
place.
the?
Yeah, you could do that
What?
here.
I don't
it's
even
called
know. If
Flatbush.
you say roti one more time, I'm gonna throw something at you. What is a fucking roti?
You don't know what a roti place is?
Say it again. I'm gonna hurt you. What is
It's
roti?
Not, listen, it's more of a culture thing, so I understand why you. But
You just you just crushed your knee and you have holes in your pants. And you fucking culture, you son of a bitch. What is a roti?
no, it's like there's one-
Rotisserie chicken?
no, there's two. I think there's two different ones. There's like a Jamaican one, and there's like a Trinidad, and then there's might be like an Indian one.
Yeah,
It's not your food.
No, that's correct.
You have no food.
They nailed it though. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, they
Yeah,
nailed
yeah.
it, but it has nothing.
Have you heard
to
of
do
blacks?
with you.
Yeah,
We're good
but
at this.
I'm sort of riding with them. I'm sort of riding with them
You
right now.
can't ride. That's what England does. England has nothing.
Chicken tikka
so it's-
masala?
Yeah,
It's
it's
like,
all
that's our thing.
It's all curry.
Yeah.
fuck off. That's not.
No, like if
yours.
everyone was arguing, I would be standing next to the Indian guys, being like, "Yeah, I'm on their team, 100%."
dude. I mean, I'm.
You're
tell-
right. Canadian probably has.
They got.
garbage.
Is that a beaver tail? That's a beaver tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a donut. We did that too.
Some-
That's us. You guys have nothing.
It's some
Canada
version of a
has.
donut.
Say it. I want to hear you say it. Canada has nothing.
I'm trying to think if there's anything. Okay, it's like a pogo stick. Is that American?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, if it wasn't, we made it famous.
The actual pogo stick?
In my opinion, I would agree that all Canadian food is probably just like from somewhere else.
From somewhere else. There's nothing Canadian.
I guess I thought that about American too, but I'm finding out that that's not true.
No, America, we invented all the good food.
I thought it was just all people like different types of European coming down here with their things.
Dude, what are you nuts?
Well, everyone originally immigrated here. I didn't know they invented like the hamburger didn't exist till America.
Hamburger was invented in New Haven, Connecticut.
Nice.
And as we know it,
Good
on
work.
a bun.
Good
you
work.
You can still go there and buy at Lou's. It's a little tiny place. You can go in.
They invented it right there?
That the hamburger that we know, hamburgers when it first came out was just the meat, and it was for rich people. And you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It was
It
like
was
on
like
the
that was
side
the-
because grinding meat probably was a fucking
Steak
difficult
sort of
process.
situation.
So then they took the meat and they put it in a between bread. It used to be wax paper, but it was so greasy. Someone was like, "Let's put this between bread," and made the hamburger. And Lou's in Connecticut, New Haven, Connecticut, where 3 of the best pizza places in the world are, by the way.
I've been to 2 of them. I've been
Sally's
and
Frank's
Frank's.
and Modern Pizza is
I never
supposed to be
been to
one
that.
of the greatest too. Are up there
Huge.
in that place, and you can still go get a hamburger, and it stinks. It's on white bread, and they toast it, but they use toaster ovens from like the fucking 1800s.
Oh, it's the vertical ones.
Vertical.
I saw they did a hamburger thing on. I watched a hamburger documentary on PBS because I'm a dork.
Yeah, it's as we were talking about, I would think that my producer would bring it up so we could see it, but I don't think she fell asleep back there. But
She's looking for Canadian foods right now.
Lou's, there it is, right there. Of course she was doing it. That's the hamburger right there at Lou's, and it comes. It's so big.
Oh, it's the hamburger that your grandmother makes you.
Yeah,
You ask for
dude.
McDonald's.
It's the grossest fucking hamburger you've ever
Homemade
had.
Big Mac?
I would go just to get it, but it's it comes with white onions, but not even cooked. It's just an onion on it.
Oh no, that's like such an old man thing. My dad used to eat fucking a slice of liverwurst and a slice of onion. I was like, you really fucking were born in the Depression, you piece of shit.
It's disgusting, dude. It's gross.
That does sort of suck for them though, because everyone stopped doing hamburgers like that, and then
and it's raw too
you
in the
come-
middle.
Yeah, you come there and people are like, "You call this a hamburger?" And they're like, "We actually invented it."
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't that be so annoying?
The patent ran out.
They go, "This isn't a hamburger." I
No,
know.
this is the hamburger.
Yeah, that must drive
What
these
they
guys
do
nuts.
is not a hamburger.
What's your special sauce?
We don't have sauce.
Yeah.
We don't have sauce.
Yeah, Ryan would be pissed. You don't have a sauce? I need a honey mustard sauce.
I can't dip this in anything. Just throw it against the wall.
You guys don't dip in Frank's Red Hot sauce ever? Like if you get breakfast, you never put.
I'm a grown man. I'm not a
Put it
dipper.
over.
So
Men,
is dipping a kid's thing?
men, yes, it's a kid's thing. You ever
Okay.
see the little kids pack with the dipping little thing? Yeah, that's a kid's.
Is that the thing? Like you have to at some point you just have to. I'm 40. I don't dip anymore. That's,
Why would you ruin anything with a sauce that's just a chemical?
Well, with Frank's Red Hot sauce, I guess you're addicted to it because legitimately that one, I feel like so many people just are.
You know what you do? You pour.
You pour it on.
Yeah, pour. Men pour. Boys dip.
Okay, I think I'm gonna actually change this because I've never saw it this way. But like, you're probably making a reasonable point.
Yeah, men, be
you
a
see-
man, Ryan, and
Yeah, you can
pour.
pour.
You're saying
Pour.
the entire country of Canada, boys.
Yeah, they
You got to
dip.
come to
They-
America and be a man. Poor.
Yeah, come to America. Men in America pour.
So if you're dipping, you kind of do that in private.
They don't even have gravy boats up
Once in
there.
a
They just
while.
have
But
bowls.
yeah, don't admit it. Don't admit that you're a dipper.
But I didn't realize that it had this connotation. I thought.
I mean, you get little things, and you have to have your little hand.
I'm
and
not feeling great about
You
it
have
now.
to do this. This is how you dip,
No,
that's how you
I
dip?
hold it full fist.
You double down like this.
and you smash.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Wait a minute.
I put my hand in the ranch and I sort of spritz it on everything. Yeah.
Like you're disciplining a cat.
What about this? If you used a knife and then put it on little bite by bite.
That's a spreader.
Is that
It's as worse as a
spreading's
dipper?
worse?
I mean, dude, unless you spread it while the sandwich is being made.
Last question.
Yes.
What if you had, like, let's say I was doing ketchup or hot sauce,
Sure.
right? What if I had it on a pile on the plate and you're sort of dipping, but you're not like taking it off and dipping it somewhere else, but it's just more like it's kind of
You can
you're preparing the bite with the sauce a little
you
bit.
can squirt ketchup on a plate and dip into the ketchup, right?
Yeah.
That's not considered dipping.
But leaving the plate for another tub is
if you leave the
that's where we're
plate to
getting
go into
trouble.
a side dipping container, you're a child.
Okay, so
You're not a man.
well, that I don't really do
Because you
I
have to
don't think.
peel, or if, whatever little container you're going away, you just, I mean, that men, there's your plate,
Yeah.
you squirt your stuff on. right?
You're saying it's the opposite of like a theme park. Like at the ketchup tray, they should have like must be under this.
Whoa,
tall
whoa,
to
whoa, whoa,
ride.
whoa, whoa! Wait,
Yeah.
wait a
The
minute.
opposite.
You're talking a theme park. That's a different country. You're in a different realm.
Oh, you get diplomatic immunity
You get
in
dipped.
Disney.
You get dipped.
You can dip.
You get diplomatic. Woo! Yes, absolutely, dude. Theme parks are different. We're not talking that. That's family fun.
Yeah, okay.
You understand? We're talking at a restaurant
Sure.
with your girl. You're a man. If I look,
If you can see Disney, you get a free pass.
if you have a wrist thing on, you're fine.
So wait. If you see a French dip on a lunch menu, you lose your mind.
Listen, French dip is another thing because the French dip,
Yeah.
you're pouring.
You got to be half
You're not-
low to be French.
Listen, you don't dip a French dip. It's a dip, but it's more of a pour.
Okay.
You're not dipping. It's the sandwich is too big, and you'll tip over the thing. It's not a dipping thing. You're kind of pouring it on there, as a man would do. If I looked over at you and I was with my wife and we're at a restaurant, yeah, and you're over there and you're dipping, I'd be like, look at this fucking asshole.
Right,
Like, my
okay.
wife would be like, what the fuck? Why is he dipping that poor girl? She's with a dipper? Oh my God, he's spreading.
yeah.
Yeah.
If Chris was there, they go, "Why is the maintenance guy dipping his?"
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that generic face guy dipping?
Even pizza. All right. Well,
You
so
don't-
on the plate from here on out. I go
Pizza,
on the plate. Then
listen, pizza is pizza.
It's a sauced food. I
You-
don't understand.
Yeah, it has sauce on it.
No, they
Whatever
got
you-
us addicted. It's like, to be honest, they just made it such a thing that it's like it feels weird without it now.
Whatever
He's
you,
like these black guys bitching about the crack epidemic. Enough. Just quit.
It was a range.
It was the CIA.
It switched. It never used to be like that. When I was probably around 20, it just switched, and then once you dip, you can't stop, and that is the like norm.
I
now.
love that. That's the idea. It's the
They didn't used to have it at the pizza place.
CIA psyop to turn Canada into a bunch of fruits. Just give them ranch for their pizza.
I think that's probably what it did.
It made us all queers.
Ranch- I mean, look at California, same shit.
True enough. Yeah.
New York City, don't dip. Boston, we're not dippers.
We're not doing that.
We're still fucking men.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Psyop.
That's what happened. Ranch dressing, dipping.
I love the idea of like just two gay guys on a date in Chelsea, and one of them sees the other one dip and goes, "I can't let you dip in this," and just walks out.
Yeah, dipping is no good. Pizza is you get it made. You can have whatever you want on pizza. I don't give a fuck what you put on it, but it has to be
gotta
made
go on
at
before the first
beginning.
bite.
and then you cook, and that's the whole concept of pizza. You don't add anything else to a pizza. That's it.
You
If
never
you-
touch the blue cheese with your wings either. You
Look,
pour 'em
first of
on.
all, I'm not a blue cheese guy.
You're a ranch guy for the wings.
I would do ranch for the wings.
Okay.
But that's a whole different ball game.
Okay.
And here's the thing: I don't like to dip. I like to just eat the wing for
I
what it
mostly
is.
just eat the wings.
You know why? Because you're a man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to sit there and I'll dip into the thing and then it's all over me and it's just
You don't want to get ever have like a little. I don't even like a dippy cream thing because you don't want to ever have a little white on your lip.
No, dude, never.
Yeah.
No, you don't want your lips white and red from the
Never.
sauce.
Yeah.
I don't even eat white foods because I'm so straight. I don't want any white on my lips ever.
Yeah.
Not in my mouth, not around my mouth.
Do you what else can you dip? You wings?
I'll tell you what, you would not like the way that I eat craft dinner.
You're
Why do
dipping.
you dip?
You're taking bites of that and dipping it in ketchup.
Are you dipping?
Jesus.
It's better than
If you're dipping mac and cheese, that's a little ridiculous.
out of the pot too.
Dude, you need a fucking father. Where's your dad?
I feel like he likes crappy foods too. Dude, I'll tell you what, my dad was a big popcorn guy, he was probably the original popcorn guy in the family. I've never seen him have a kernel of popcorn in his bag before the anthem started at a game.
He eats all the popcorn.
I've never seen his bag make it past the anthem.
Really?
Yeah, or the previews in a movie. Not once. The popcorns don't stand a chance when he's there.
Yeah, I don't eat popcorn anymore. I don't fuck with popcorn.
Well, it will destroy your stomach if you eat too much popcorn.
Why is that?
Just there's a lot of fiber in popcorn.
Dude, it's fucked. Popcorn is terrible for you.
I heard it's the opposite.
No, from who?
All the butter and stuff's bad, but if you're eating it raw, it's actually, I've heard it's
Corn is
fairly
terrible
healthy.
for you.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, corn is fucking awful for you.
Well, even like if you have corn on the cob,
Well,
just
popcorn
like
is
raw.
better than chips for you, I think. As far as those snacks go, it's still not great for you.
I mean, yeah, you fry on the potato chip, but I mean,
Okay, is corn a vegetable?
is corn a vegetable?
So aren't I eating vegetables?
No, it's a grain.
Okay.
Yeah, I think technically.
It's a grain.
So okay, so
It's
then
terrible.
I know that because I know all the like documentaries that are like that's one of the reasons why food's so bad because it's all
100%.
made with corn.
Corn,
all,
yeah.
that's
Corn
like a
is-
big part of the
Well, it's all made with
epidemic.
high fructose corn syrup. There's a certain type
Yeah.
of corn that they grow. That's not like the corn.
But I thought when
they
you're just
make
eating
that
like
with.
corn on the cob, that's not as bad for you.
I mean, it's not as bad for you as eating a bag of popcorn walking down Union Square like a fucking lunatic.
No, he goes full tub.
I mean,
He's going
You
tub.
don't go to tub.
You think that's bad? Then I eat the bag.
No, you don't get
Oh,
a
it's
tub.
still got some of the butter on him. No, no.
yeah. No, I don't go tub. I
You've
go
never done tub.
No, I go medium bag.
Yeah, that's like a pigeon. You're a pigeon at that point.
Tub's pushing it. I don't do this very often.
If I ever see
do
you
it
walking
once
down the
month or
street with
two.
a bag of popcorn, I'm slapping it out of your hand.
I mean, I put this in the category of not that different of like if you like you said at the end of the night you got an ice cream.
100%, dude. The end of the night, I've never heard anybody in my life went, dude. Yeah, I go to a movie theater and I get a bag of popcorn. It's never been done.
Hey, you
You're
guys.
the
Hey,
only
you guys
person-
throwing that out? Are you throwing that
You
out?
guys,
And I
want,
just-
you guys want to get some late night corn?
Dude, you're the only person. Not only do you you get popcorn from, you overpay so much.
No, you go
I
to
mean,
the.
popcorn.
Yeah, you get a $12 popcorn.
No, I got a guy who tells me when they throw it out back.
It's the garbage bag. You're just gonna.
I got a guy that tells me
He
when
leaves
the
it.
garbage
He
bag
gives you
comes
gives you a
out.
hot tip. He shoots you a text. There's just one folded
That's-
bag on top. You have to scoop it out of the garbage bag for yourself.
Yeah, you know, you just.
Ryan travels with his own scoop.
You have your own bag, like the people at Whole Foods
Yeah,
get
I'm
their
gonna-
groceries.
It's got my name engraved on my scoop.
All right, listen, we got to wrap this up. I can't believe you're a dipper. Rye, what do you got, man? Before we head out, what do you got going? You got a podcast. It's
yeah, podcast the boys.
the Boys Cast with Ryan Long.
This weekend in Phoenix, then Dallas, then Toronto, Buffalo, Tampa, Boston. And I release a video at youtube.com/Ryan Long Comedy every Monday.
And it's you do a sketch show.
Yeah, I do a sketch every Monday. Yeah.
I fucking love your sketches, dude.
Thanks, man.
I really,
Oh, yeah.
I think they're great.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
Who are you doing with? Is it just you? Or?
It's kind of like I have a couple people that work with me, like a few people that help with editing and stuff like that. But predominantly, it's kind of I'm the operation. But yeah, no, I was like. I've done that stuff for like ever, and then I have a funny one. I've just been like doing them with all my friends here and stuff like that, and different people I work with. I have a funny one coming in next Monday with Ian and Danny Polishek.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ian plays a lawyer. It's like wild like lawyer, and it's a guy being on trial for being a simp. That's coming out Monday.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, they're fucking.
they're
they're
good.
great, man. They're really funny.
Thanks, man. I do waste a lot of money on them. Whenever most people's content, you could just like talk to the camera for 2 seconds, and I'm like, sometimes I am like, why am I doing this?
I do it, man. I think it's great. I think I love seeing it. Anytime I see one, I watch it. I think it's great. Go
Hell
check
yeah,
them out.
appreciate
man.
that.
And Chris,
Yeah.
have we met before, right?
No. Just.
What's your name again?
That is great.
Um,
It just makes me laugh because you've had that story with a few people.
It was just him and then Lev once.
Oh
Me and-
no, there was something about a girl. That's why you said it about a girl.
Oh, I did. I will do that with like a hot chick. I will give them a certain amount of times because hot chicks will just do that to fuck with you. They know who you are. They're just a
Okay.
hot chick and they want you to fucking reintroduce yourself. What's your name? I give a hot chick 6 meetings before. I'm
6
fucking-
is
I'm
generous.
fucking done.
6
I'm-
is generous.
Yeah, they gotta be pretty hot. But I'll give them 6 before I'm like, fuck you, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not telling you I once told the girl I'm not ever telling you my name again.
Yeah.
And then she goes, what's your name again? And I go, fuck off.
it was
never
it was
talk to me
Esty from the Comedy Cellar.
again. Yeah. I have nothing to plug.
You have nothing.
No.
You got your
check out High
podcast.
Society Radio, and I do commentary for Catalyst Wrestling on Fight TV. Check that out.
Have you ever been to the wrestling thing,
No.
dude?
Should come. Zach
it's
Amico's
so
the manager
sick.
there. It's really fun.
When is it? I'll go.
The next one's in January. I'll let you know.
Please,
It's like
I'm
awesome.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so.
You want to go with me?
Yeah, dude. It's like really sick.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
wanna-
background underground wrestling. It's like the coolest thing.
I'm fucking in. And of course, your podcast.
High Society Radio with Chris Stanley and Bronco
Love
Donnie
Chris
from the Ron and
Stanley.
Fez show.
I mean, dude, he's so funny.
Yeah, I love him. I wish he would
So
do more
talented.
stuff.
Yeah, so talented.
His videos are pretty good too. They're not on Ryan's level.
His songs are great. I think his videos.
Oh yeah,
are fucking
I
great.
always loved that thing he did with Eastside Dave, the fuck Tom Brady song that they did like years ago.
Yeah,
And it was just like nothing about sports. They were just like, I'm gonna fuck Tom Brady's mouth.
He
when He was
did.
playing the Giants.
he did the one for Cruise for Kids.
Oh yeah, that was great. I forgot. Yeah, you
Such
made
a
that video.
Fucking great video.
Yeah,
man. All right, we got that, and of course, Go check them out on Instagram. What's your Instagram, dude?
Everything's at Ryan Long Comedy.
And what's yours?
At Chris from BKOIN.
All right, check it out. Check them out. Check me out, Robert Kelly Live. You already know all that shit. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. Hit that button. Just subscribe. Stop fucking being stingy with your subscribe. Like it's costing you something, you fucking... I mean, 100,000 likes on the last video, and the subscriptions didn't go up? Come on. Are you out of your mind? Like, just subscribe. Stop being a loser. You're a dipper. I bet you're a dipper.
You do have to beg for him. That's the only way to get him to
I'm
do
not
it.
begging. I'm threatening right now.
Yeah.
You're too busy dipping to click subscribe, you fucking mo.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. All right, Boston this weekend, of course. San Diego. I got Naples, Florida, Levittown, Buffalo, going to Toronto.
Yeah, I know, with Aaron, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
just with them.
Tell me where to go. What food to get?
Jerk chicken and roti.
Have roti. I'm not fucking ordering roti in my lifetime.
There's a lot of good spots around.
Not
probably
ordering.
where
I don't
you're
like eating something that looks like shit already.
It does look
already
like your
came out of my
roti's so
asshole.
good, dude.
RobertKellyLive.com for all my dates. And make sure if you are watching this for free, if you want to get unedited extra episodes, Carlton Kelly, the JLP party, patreon.com/Robert Kelly, you get this show and so much more for the price of a cup of coffee. Plus, you support this show and all the people that work so hard to do it. So go there, become a subscriber, and support the show. And, of course, get my special at louisck.com, Killbox. It's available now. I'm very proud of it. Louis C.K. directed it, produced it down in St. Pete, Florida. If you haven't gotten it, get it now. Nicole, New Nikki, thank you so much. Check out all the people at Jokes Russell. Check out his YouTube page and at Mike V. Suarez, the Mush. Check out where he's going to be. And that's it. That's all we got. We'll see you next week on, I got to read this, you son of a bitch. You've heard of That Guy Times Present. It's the only network. It's a network. It's another network. Yes, Guys Times Present. And they're out there and they're badass and they're injecting a boner medicine into the cocks of unfunny comedy podcasts. So go check them out right now at Guy Times Presents. They got a bunch of different shows on there. Check them out. I got a question real quick for you. Ask Ryan, say the word body.
Body.
What the fuck does that mean? You said it right.
What should I say?
I don't know. It says the word body.
Like, what do they think I'm going to say? Body?
I don't know. Grow weed. Ask Ryan to say the word body.
Body.
I don't, fuck you. Fuck you, grow weed. I don't know. Was he smoking weed? I don't know.
know.
And then Lou, did either Ryan or Chris collect anything as a kid?
Comic books.
Yeah, lots of different things. Yeah.
Dipping sauces?
Dipping sauces.
Various dipping
cards.
cups.
Yeah, dipping cups.
Magic the Gathering cards.
Ugh. Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
this is
you're-
when I'm like 11.
Yeah, but it's still in you.
No, I never really did. Never in high school. That was over.
High school, what'd you do? Rock and roll, finger banging?
Yeah.
Nice.
Fingering chicks, dude.
Fingering chicks while you're dipping? That's what you.
That's how he learned how to dip.
Diplomatic immunity is the fucking clip of the week. All right, we'll see you guys next week on You Know What, Dude? Bye.
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs.